No, hello. I hit the wrong button, and welcome to AngryLarry. Tries to figure out what the hell's going on after he loses a race. Link Sevens is now hosting me with 30 viewers. That's insane. It's madness. All right, I gotta find. I don't know if they created a room. I don't know if they're waiting for thinking I'm gonna create the room or something. I have to see if who's where here, because I don't necessarily know that I have. TheCowness. I didn't want to do Twitch TV. I wanted to do multi-Twitch. But that was a good race. I'm not upset for anybody who's hanging over from my stream since then. Not upset in the least. I played okay. I recognize the mistakes I made, and while they cost me, I think what ultimately cost me was just how easy it was to get the glove and how difficult I made it to get the glove. So. All right, I'm going to be joined by Bent Glass Tube in a second. I have to just get this going here. Let's add a window capture. Cool. Cancel. We gotta get this in its own window. So, is it Alt? Is it Control? Is it Shift? Which one is it? Oh, I have to edit scene. Okay, it's Alt. So this looks like it's going to be his gaming window. This is, hey, welcome. Welcome to Larry Shrinks Windows Simulator 2016.
You hear me, Larry?
I hear you perfectly. Is this Ben Glass Tube?
It is.
Hello and welcome.
Thanks.
We're getting set up. I am live now. Call this one Cow because I have great naming conventions. Let's get him down here. Did you check out the race? It was a pretty good race, right?
Yeah, I was trying to set up to restream in case your seed was, mean and you took too long. But
oh wait, I will consider it mean.
So I was only kind of paying attention to it.
Yeah, it was. I missed a. I got excited when I got the hammer, so I jumped over to the other continent, and then I'm just like, wait a second, there's 2 other towns I haven't found that are just on the other side of where I got the item. And
yeah,
magic key and everything in the world was key blocked. But
always that one choice.
Yeah, if we have any luck at all, this race will be equally as dramatic. I think I'm good here. This whole starting soon screen is a little bit annoying, but we'll bump that up. We can actually take that out. All right, guys, I have to pop out my chat. There's a few things I have to do here, and one of them is why don't you talk for a second here so I can just see if I can get levels.
All right, I'm talking for a second here.
All right, I'm talking over you. Okay, I think we're good. The humanoids in chat will let me know if I have to adjust anything.
Yeah, we'll rely on them.
Yeah. I don't even know how many dudes are over there. I can't even get to my screen. I have so many things open. I gotta actually be careful if I have anything open that's gonna pop up on the screen right now. I don't. I'm good. All right, pop out chat. Pop out. There we go. Put this here. Put the multi-twitch next to it. And then move it over. There we go. AngryLarry's chat room. What's up, guys? I don't know if they can hear me. They can hear me. They're just being jerks. All
Well,
right.
there's a delay too, so maybe they're just not aware that you've said hi yet.
Yeah, probably. I don't know if they create. It looks like Dig Shake created the room for them. I think a lot of people get don't know if people are going to create the room, if there's a room they're supposed to join, or if they're or if they're supposed to create it themselves. This is actually the first time I ever created a room was today. So living, I learned something today. Pretty good, pretty good.
Good day then.
Great, yeah, great day, spectacular day. Let's see. All right, I'm pretty good. How's your tournament going? I know you lost to Buzz Thunder. Uh,
Yeah, I mean that's kind of expected that I would lose to Buzz Thunder,
yeah,
but
he's pretty good at the game. He picked this up pretty quick. He used to play this a lot in college. He told me. And
nice. Yeah, I had a pretty good race the other night, a non-tournament one. So now my confidence is back, and I've got my match tomorrow morning.
yeah, I had two good tournament races yesterday, non-tournament, and then I had one bad one and one good one today. False confidence maybe, but hopefully not for you. Hopefully you crush it. Who you playing? Not that I'm rooting against the other guy or anything. Oh, Undead Phil.
Undead Phil, yeah, I've not seen him play, so I don't really know what to expect. But
Yeah. Speaking of haven't seen play, I haven't seen TheCowness play at all.
I don't think I've seen either of these two play, so
Cool.
that'll be.
KoolandtheGang has been in a couple races I've been in the last few days, and he's been good for the most part. I think one time he had to go to bed, so he backed out. But yeah, for the most part, he's been there. He's been up there, in in that second tier of people. If we want to put Unos and Dick Shake on the island, uh, they'd be definitely in the second tier. But Countess, he's not ranked on SRL, and I really couldn't pull up anything that had him. Who he raced against or anything, but be interesting to see is the wild card.
Yeah, I was trying to scope out Undead Phil, but he didn't have too much history on SRL either.
These
So
guys, we need histories.
yeah, maybe after this race, I'll play one of the seeds that he has played and see what my time is.
Oh, that's a good thing. That never even popped into my head. They have the seeds listed on the SRL site. Don't read the comments first in case it says like
Yeah,
glove in 3 couldn't get there. Well, glove will never be in 3, but basically the same thing.
maybe that's what I'm gonna start putting for my comment on everyone, just in case
Yeah,
someone tries to cheat by reading my comments.
be like what a terrible game. Glove in the water tile. The boots were in Nukasudo. The 7th required magic container was in Death Mountain. Let's make it like the worst thing possible.
Yeah, I
They
wonder if
changed
we
like
could find like a particularly bad seed, or like Dig would add a setting that like makes sure required items are behind some several item gate.
oh yeah, if he ever listens to me, this game is going to be very cruel. I have some very unusual ideas for the game, and I think he'll lose popularity if that happens. I'm sorry, I'm going to have the
Yeah.
Twitch logo on the bottom of the Countess's screen. I apologize for that. I can't stretch it any further without like losing a window here or there. Um, yeah, but we're good. I am good. You're good, I'm sure. I don't know what these guys are. Cool and the Gang hasn't even joined the race yet in IRC.
It looks like they're getting set up though. I'm actually gonna go get a drink while we're still setting up
Bring the
here.
microphone with you and play it. We don't want dead air. All right, see you in a bit.
All right, I'll be right back.
Chat, what's going on? What do we got here? Yeah, they definitely got moved a bit. EON. I fixed them a little bit. It just kind of like keep shifting or like this little bar for the preview. I'm not the best with OBS. I actually just started using it on the first race I restreamed. I'm an XSplit guy. But I got a little bit of a border here and it bothers me. So I'm gonna try to fix that. But this green outline like blocks it. All right, I think I'm good. Levels are okay. Could you hear both of us at the same time when we were talking and all that? All right, so KoolandtheGang he entered and he's ready. I got a notepad. Hey, XSplit was gifted to me by my buddy I do the wrestling podcast with, so I wasn't going to say no. It was the first thing I learned because he helped hook me up. But when the license expired, I'm going to go to OBS.
Yeah, I guess the like thing Adagenos put together for OBS doesn't work on the non-Windows versions of OBS. So I was trying to cobble together something that looked like it.
Oh, speaking of Adagenos, 8gen, do you guys want to go with the pink layout tonight?
Ooh, for breast cancer awareness
There
month?
you go. There's the pink layout. We're definitely not staying with this, so don't just calm down because we can't see anything. But this is the pink layout. He spent the time to make it, so I wanted to try to find a way to use it, but no. Here we go. What is this? Are we plugging stuff here? What are we plugging? GeoGuessr? Okay. If you want to see me hit things on the head and at the same time be like, 16 countries away, yeah, tune into my GeoGuessr with chat segments.
What is GeoGuessr?
GeoGuessr is it's a web browser game. It basically works with Google Street View, and the game just like drops you in the world somewhere. And then you have to navigate around and try to figure out where you are. Put like a pin on the map and then guess.
I see.
Yeah.
I've seen a similar thing where it drops you in Street View and your goal is to find an airport.
Oh, is that really? Is that true?
It hides a lot of the UI. I don't remember what it was called.
Oh, nice.
It was an interesting game.
Dick Shake wants to hear about the time I got 5,000 points on the Finland map in about 10 seconds. I think it was like 4 seconds now. I think I've told the story enough that we dropped it to 4. But it's V. Resner's favorite story. Just ask him. He can do it. Only 25 times. Ryan, you're making the list, man. Making the list. All right, guys, we're gonna go here. 10 seconds. Good luck. Have fun. I'm gonna try not to scroll over the windows here, and we're gonna try to do our best here. Please let me know if I miss anything, and please give the runners a little bit of serious time. By the way, I don't have a timer up. We gotta rectify that. The timer's weird to get back on. I have it running, guys. It's not in view right now. You kind of have to cancel it and put it up a couple times. There we go. All right, both runners made it out of the Northern Palace. That's good for them. They're up to a good start. What do we have here? Raru.
Yeah.
Nice free spell here for who's on the bottom here? TheCowness.
TheCowness.
Yeah. Nice free spell. Well, KoolandtheGang is
found Death Mountain.
Yeah, found Death Mountain, and I guess just going to explore every cave. He actually found another way out of Death Mountain as well, I believe. I'm not sure if that was the way he went in. I don't believe it was. I think TheCowness just got up to leave.
Oh, TheCowness got Fairy as the Roru spell. That's super useful.
Hey, I know somebody who ran a race 2 hours ago that could have used Fairy in the early part of the game. It's definitely helpful to get through key doors and across some pits and stuff.
It's like Gank gave up on Death Mountain for now.
Yeah, I think the meta is the winning meta is check everything when you first go in. If you don't find the Hammer Cave, you just leave.
Yeah, I think in my race against Buzz Thunder, I managed to not check Death Mountain until he had already won, and that was my downfall, or one of many downfalls anyway.
Oh, it's something that could really turn the tide, especially if someone takes the chance and goes in there, and it's, let's say, the trophy, and the trophy leads you to Thunder and stuff like that. Yeah, you can make up serious ground, if not pull very far ahead based on that. But if you
Looks
go
like
in there and you just waste time, then
yeah, yeah. And I'm not as good at the game as many of the people in the tournament, so I try not to go to Death Mountain if I don't have to. It
yeah,
looks like Cool went and got Fairy as well.
yeah, and Countess, he found the business end of Saria. He definitely wants to be
Uh,
at the party end, though. He has fairy. He didn't. I don't know if he can cast it. I don't think he can cast it. Right? It was up to
oh,
80.
I didn't see what the cost was.
I did. I didn't retain the information though. I don't think he can.
These desert encounters are rough sometimes. It looks like he didn't get too terrible a one.
They're the worst. I am convinced Dig Shake made them worse as soon as the tournament started. Because I don't remember them being bad. Now
Like,
I avoid them
only
like
red die res.
yeah, I avoid them like the plague now. Both of our runners are inside there. Um, it's just you don't know what to do. You don't have downstab at this time. You think
Yeah,
you're making a
especially
smart
this
play.
early.
Yeah, you think you're making a smart play, and the lag for some reason the guy behind you catches up, and the guy in front of you gets a hit off, and it's terrible. It's 84. They need 6 magic containers as it stands right now to cast fairy.
So we're not going to see that for a bit.
No, I don't know how fast it's going to go down or anything. Countess is making his way to that other, or just maybe it's the only entrance to Death Mountain right now. See what he decides to do, if he looks around or if he goes a little bit deeper. So what's something you like to do when you first start a seed?
Ideally, I like to find the towns and try and get ferry or jump, and then make my way as soon as I can to Mido and get downstab, which I did not do in my race against Buzz because I forgot that I had found Mido. But I don't know, downstab is one of my favorite things to get in this game because it just makes the combat so much easier.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I really hate needing to go to the Eastern Continent without downstab, and
Oh
sometimes
yeah,
you do have to,
absolutely.
and it's terrible.
Yeah, I think the first few times I played the randomizer, I got like magic key in one of the first couple caves I found, and I was like, man, randomizer's not even that hard. I had a lot of inflated confidence there. And then I started to get a few seeds where, like Fairy was on Eastern Continent and Magic Key was nowhere to be found, and the seeds where you have to go to the Eastern Continent before you start diving into dungeons, I really struggle with.
Yeah, we
Oh
had
no,
one of those.
Countess found a Hammer Cave.
Yeah, he also found the Spectacle Rock as well.
I missed that.
Yeah, it was right outside Hammer Cave. It wasn't not right outside the door, but in the same area. Um, yeah, and look at this. KoolandtheGang is back in Death Mountain. These guys are getting to death. Well, he just left. Okay, I was gonna say they're really diving into Death Mountain before they find anything out. What I like to do is I like to the towns, the spells are nice, but just my surroundings. Where are the palaces? How many of the required caves? Can I get to the grass spot? Stuff like that, and then just break the meta down after that. Something Cool in the Gang is doing right now. I barely ever do, getting the note from Bagu.
Yeah,
She's just the
didn't
worst.
you claim that cost you a game? Your first tournament
Oh,
match?
I would love if we can go back and analyze that, and that was the reason why I lost. I would love to blame it on him. But no, I didn't lose because of that. It was a cop out.
Well,
Yeah, identification.
we'll keep telling people that that's what it was.
And finding caves, obviously, like with Cool and the Gank is doing. This is the Vanilla Magic Container Cave. This is one of the caves that contains an item. There's 4 of them on the Western Continent. There's 1 grass spot, 2 entrances to Death Mountain, and then there's 2 entrances to Jump Cave, Fairy Cave, and whatever you call the other cave, Northwest Cave, Parappa the Rapper Cave.
Heard a lot of names for that cave.
Yeah.
I usually call it Short Cave.
Short Cave. Yeah, it's a lot of names. You also have to remember that Saria also has two areas as well. So if you are seemingly stuck in a location, one of those you can probably take to a new area. That was the trophy in Death Mountain.
Yeah, we got a heart container in the Magic Cave on Cool side.
Okay, I did miss that heart container because every 2 seconds, Cool and the Gang's thing is popping up. I hope it's not popping up on stream too. Like that when you hover over on multi Twitch and it gets that banner on the top.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out a way to get rid of that.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know too much about the restreaming and the multi Twitch and all these things. I'm fairly new to streaming games.
Are you're watching on the multi Twitch though, obviously, because you don't seem like you're that far out of sync from me.
Yeah, well, I opened a couple windows with Twitch. I
Okay.
forgot multi Twitch was a thing that
Okay.
route, but
I'll link you if we have a trouble with desyncing, like you see something way before or way after me. Normally, if we watch it on the same thing, we're relatively right in sync.
yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's see. I got TheCowness is hitting 727, 8 now.
I'm a little bit behind on that. I'm like 733 now.
Yeah, Countess just found Mido.
Yes.
They don't have the medicine, so not anything
Well, yes, fairy.
there. Yeah, but he still can't cast it in.
Is that I didn't
Well,
see what it
I
cost on
don't-
Magic 2, but probably not if you didn't try to do it. What was in the grass spot? I missed that.
Oh, I missed it as well.
It was an item, and it wasn't the candle bag. We'll see what it was. Heart container trophy. Trophy was on the Countess's side, right? I have to.
Countess just got the heart container out of Magic Cave.
Okay, and he was the one that went into Death Mountain to get the trophy, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so we'll mark that. I forget I
Cool
have.
just found the party end of Saria,
There
as
you
you
go.
called it.
There you go. Both of them.
They're
Both of them
there.
did. When he gets the spell, when he grabs the mirror and goes and gets the spell, let's try to figure out what the item was. If anybody can help me out here as well. They both have fairy. Okay. Coming off of racing, I'm like, okay, all I have to do is watch this. No, I don't. I have to
Yeah.
do this as well. Fairy. Okay. So let's see if this pops up really quick. We can see how much fairy costs at level 2, and we can see
They got shield.
The raft.
It was too quick. I couldn't see what fairy cost.
It was the raft.
Ah.
I didn't see what fairy cost, but I saw he got the raft.
Yeah.
So raft was in the grass spot, I believe.
Got another chance to see what fairy cost at 2 here.
He's gonna. Oh, I thought he was gonna take the raft over to the Eastern Continent, KoolandtheGang.
56. So they should be able to cast
Yes,
fairy now.
That's it's about 3.5. I think it's
Exactly
exactly
3.5.
Yeah, exactly 3.5. So he was Magic 2 when he was in Rudo.
Yeah, he must not have realized that
Yeah.
he could use fairy to get downstab, or maybe he doesn't depend on downstab as much as some of us do.
And the one thing I don't know is I haven't really talked to everybody personally who's in this tournament. I'm a little ignorant on their knowledge of the game, their knowledge of the randomizer and stuff like that. There was a time where I thought I couldn't fairy through doors or place a gem as a fairy, and then, and the whole fairy clause thing happened as well,
Oh,
and
yeah.
I didn't know about it. So,
Fairy clause, I just learned
yeah.
I think at the start of the tournament,
And
or watching Dig Shake's tutorial before I got involved with it.
I think that was like right around when it was figured out, and we have Countess is getting the raft as well.
Yeah. Well, now I think it was Raikou discovered, or
Yeah, it was
made
Raikou
known
Rider.
his discovery about the pillars to
Yes.
identify the dungeons more easily.
Yes, it's definitely an outstanding thing to know. It doesn't it saves you a little bit of time because you don't have to run
Yeah.
into. And I know people who didn't even know the statue stuff. They would just run into the palace and be able to identify it by rooms as well. So,
Yeah, that's what I would always do to do 2 or 3, because if I'm looking at 2, I'm never convinced that I didn't just get Magic Pot every time.
Yeah. Where are we in? We're delivering the trophy, I think, on the Countess's side.
Countess and Rudo.
Yeah. And we're crossing Saria. Why would we be crossing
Yeah.
Saria on that side?
Not sure what Cool's up to.
Didn't he also see Bagu? I guess he's just saving a little bit of time.
Yeah, it's a little faster. Spell in Rudo.
And Shield was in the other one. Saria. Okay.
Just one spell left in the Western continent.
Yes, but the medicine. Well, yeah, the medicine can still be on this. So one of the things to note is the trophy will always be on the Western continent or Death Mountain, and it was on the Western continent. The one
Countess
of the
in
medicine or the kid is going to be on one side of the continent. The other one's going to be on the other side of the continent. The other side of Hyrule.
looks like Countess is going to dig into Palace One here.
I can't say I wouldn't do this as well if I found it. To just get in and kind of get it done. Leave here 4-2-2 if I could. I mean, his levels are pretty high right now to do it. Blue Nut Knuckles are definitely going to prevent that.
Yeah, I don't think I would try and take one on at 2-2-2. But
No, I would definitely.
certainly not without downstab.
No, he didn't get downstab, but he used shield though, and we see a lot of people who have that too good to use syndrome, not casting shield in
I use
places.
shield as often as I can. I have no pride in that. I find that I don't remember to use spell and thunder when they can be useful.
No,
To,
no, I
get rid of the annoying enemies and turn them into more harmless bots.
yeah, just to sometimes I want the harmless enemies XP though, because I think it still changes their XP to bot XP.
Yeah, it does, and I believe if you come back to that screen, they'll respawn. It doesn't count them as having been killed.
No, okay, that's good to know. Haven't really explored. Is this Palace One here that KoolandtheGang is going
Yeah.
into? Yes, it is. Okay, so both the guys are in Palace One right now, and so the items that are in Palace One or the palaces, they're all shuffled, but you're not going to find anything that you're not going to find the small items in locked behind the rooms like the pea bag or the red jar or link up or anything like that. You're also not going to find the kid, the trophy, the medicine of life. You're just going to find heart containers, magic containers, and what already would have been there, including the magic key and the magic container from
I believe
Kasuto
the hammer.
Vanilla.
Don't-
And the hammer. Yeah, you can also do the hammer and the magic container from Death Mountain as well. Or the magic container from Maze Island. So basically it's any large item that's not a one you turn in for a spell. I just said the long way of doing it. I should have just said it that way. I'm gonna say it that way from now on.
Well, we don't want the dead air, so it's fine.
No, absolutely. That's why we wanted the play-by-play when you went to get water. He's queuing up. KoolandtheGang is queuing up Fairy, so he's going to get the down stab here.
Looks like he got tired of the blue iron knuckles, maybe, and
Yeah, just get out. He's 1-2-2, so he's not. He doesn't seem like he's all too comfortable being there 1-2-2. Now, am I wrong? Did we see the candle bag, the pea bag that replaces the candle, or am I thinking of my seed?
I didn't see that, but I was.
I think if
it's hard
anybody
to pay attention to both.
Yeah, maybe not. If anybody got it, it probably would have been TheCowness, judging by levels, but maybe not. All right.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see what Cool decides to do here. If they'll dig back into Palace One or keep trying to find things in the overworld. We haven't found too many of the overworld caves yet.
3 missing, and I don't necessarily know which caves we saw. I think we saw the fairy cave. No, I'm talking about the pass-through caves.
Oh, pass-throughs. Yeah. I need to start taking notes of those, but that's not something I currently keep track of when I'm playing myself.
So we're seeing the front end of Parappa the Rapper Cave, and we're now seeing the back end of Parappa Rapper Cave. And I think we saw the front end of Fairy Cave, which was the gravestone tombstone tile. And I don't know if we saw it back. We saw both ends of Saria and possibly both ends of Death Mountain. I'm still unsure if that one little peninsula of grass was the only spot, or if both of them wound up putting you in the same entrance area. I kept missing that.
I didn't. I looked after you mentioned that you thought the second entrance had been found, but by then they were back in Death Mountain, so I couldn't tell.
Well, here's Heart Container Cave now on KoolandtheGang's side. Which, by the way, KoolandtheGang and Ben Class 2 are two of probably the best screen names that are on Twitch handles that are in this race. Mine's very unoriginal. I like the Dig Shake. I'm not just kissing up. Because you can say it's so many ways wrong if you want to.
When we were watching the Zelda 1 tournament race that happened a couple months ago, my wife was surprised to hear Dig Shake's name being said because she had not heard it correctly. So that became a pretty good joke.
All right, magic container in the Heart Container Cave. Okay, I got to write that down correctly.
Yeah.
And we're
KoolandtheGang
at
has found Horsehead.
Yeah, Horsehead. He's at attack 3. He's set up for attack 4. So this is perfect here. We're going to get the 422 on the way out.
Yeah, I didn't see him get the item.
I was just about to say, did I miss him get the item? Yeah, Shy. Thank you very much. It does need an update. They do need the proper recognition here.
I think Cool thought he had found Trophy Cave, but that was the back end of Jump Cave.
Back end of Jump Cave. Okay, I'm gonna write that down.
I think, right? That's the one that you start out in the high up hallway.
Yes.
Countess is going back into one, so they must not have found the item.
Some of the things you do when you lose a race, you forget the mark, redo the stream title, so it gives the proper runners' names and people can find it easily. My apologies for that, guys. I don't have game audio. I can put on a little bit of music in the background if you guys want. I have it all set up. I just didn't turn it on. Do they both have the mic on? For anybody? I think KoolandtheGang has music on.
So. Yeah, Cool's listening to music.
His smooth jazz.
And Countess.
All right, let's
has a mic and no game sound anyway. So
okay, so let's get the music on here. Let me know if it's too loud, too low. It's all non-relevant anyway. But all right, let's see where we're at now. We're gonna find the item in Palace 1 here. I think the runners would like to see the glove. There are some cosmetic items that they would like the magic key and stuff. They'll probably just get the flute.
Ooh, but the cross.
Or the cross. Now, I'm not as salty getting the cross as other people might because I really hate when invisible MOAs hit me on the Eastern Continent.
Yeah, I think the saltiness comes from the fact that it's not that big a problem to not have it. Like, it's a minor annoyance, but it doesn't really, it doesn't hurt that much. You don't run into too many of them, generally.
And KoolandtheGang gets whamboozled wherever he was.
I missed it. I was watching TheCowness with awful desert encounters.
Yeah, these desert encounters. The thing. The problem is if Dig Shake listens to everybody who has a gripe about anything in the game, you'll walk out of Northern Palace and jump right into Palace 7, and then Thunderbird will be in the first room.
Well, that'd be tough at 1-1-1 though. You'll have to start at attack 8.
Well, no, they actually have to scale his health, and they'll have to put everything right in the way on the way down the elevator, just for you. So can't listen to everybody about all that other stuff. Who is the other commentator? That is another good question that I should.
Oh, is it not on the stream? I'm not watching your stream since it seemed like that'd be too much delay. Cool found the P-Bag Cave and the Trophy Cave right next to it.
And the Trophy Cave, so we'll see what's there. Now the thing with finding the pea bag cave is if we're going to find anything that's blocked with a boulder, that is a guaranteed item now, instead of a chance of being either the pea bag cave or the item.
I haven't noticed any boulder blocked caves. There's the boulder blocking the path, but I didn't see a cave. But the hammer is in the trophy cave, so boulder blocks are not really an issue anymore.
No, they're not. And if you remember, it was the TheCowness that found the trophy in Death Mountain, but the boulder was just right there. So
Cowness taking a brief adventure over to Eastern Hyrule there.
Yeah, that's fun.
Deciding against staying.
Yeah, it's like a
probably just checking for some quick access to towns.
It's a RimWorld strat. He just raised his joy a little bit. He's happy. He won't go on tilt a little bit later. Everything's fine.
I think it's usually a pretty good idea to peek over there, because sometimes you'll find like New Kasuto could be right there near the raft spot.
Yes, I lost KoolandtheGang. No, I got him back now. He's on his way to get this heart container. So we're in Saria here on the TheCowness' side. I'm not too sure why. Maybe he wants to go through the other side. Or no, he's just going to grab some health and go back out? Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Saria is kind of a poor choice of town for healing up. You have to go pretty far into it.
Yeah, and you can't just go back out the other side. You got to come all the way back out the front.
Yeah.
Most of the time.
Well, yeah, I guess if you have, Bagu's Note, your favorite item, or Fairy, you could sneak through, but then it dumps you off in a completely different spot, which may or may not be what you're after.
No, not at all. Or yeah, I mean, listen, it has its purposes, and it should be treated like a cave, like a passer cave, for sure.
I think that's something I don't think I've been able to utilize very much.
The TheCowness grabbed the hammer?
Don't. No, Cool had the hammer.
Cool had the hammer. Okay.
Trophy cave. I don't think Cowness has made their way up to where those couple of caves were.
And he had the cross too.
Cowness found the left entrance of Jump Cave.
That was the left. Yes, that was. So if I look at my scorecard here, I don't think we saw the back entrance of Fairy Cave. We've only seen Palace 1. I don't think we've seen the runners go into Palace 2 or 3. TheCowness also has a raft. Thanks, guys. It's still trying to decompress from the awesome race I had before.
Cool has the kid, does he? I don't remember seeing that.
I don't remember seeing Cool get the kid either. Where did he pick it up from? Was he in a Magic Container Cave?
No, the Magic Cave had a heart container. And the Heart Cave had a Magic Container.
No, the Medicine had the heart container. Not the Magic Cave. I don't think we've seen the Magic Cave.
I had it mismarked here.
Yeah, I do that. I do that regularly. Kid was in the Medicine Cave. Okay, so maybe it was Heart Container and Magic Cave. Okay, you had it right. Okay, thank you guys. All right, I will now, starting now, miss nothing else. So, Cool had the kid. I don't know why I just marked the Medicine for TheCowness. That's nothing close to Cool had the kid. There we go.
So Medicine then must be over in East Hyrule.
There's the back end of Fairy Cave.
Yeah.
So we've seen all the caves, and I still don't know. This is KoolandtheGang.
Where are Palace 2 and 3 then?
Yeah, I don't know. I would spend probably a half an hour trying to find them right now, and lose the race as a result. But
I guess they could be behind that hammer block path near the start.
It could be. Have we seen that?
Well, Cowness was near there, but not going that way. Well, Cowness doesn't have the hammer yet.
No.
Cowness finds the left side of Fairy Cave.
Yeah, we've seen, and it's a collaboration between the two of them. we've seen all the caves and possibilities, and speculate that we've seen both sides of Death Mountain. But there's the boulder right there. So cool, has the shield.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's walked through there, but I have a hard time keeping a good mental map of the overworld, so it could be that someone got around to the other side of it.
Yeah, definitely. Dig brings up a good point. Could we be loot blocked from 2 or 3? So at this point in time, you got to kind of wonder, what are the runners doing? What are the runners thinking? It's possible that they're just doing everything they can to find 2 and 3, thinking maybe they missed it. It's got to be around here somewhere. Everything else is around here, and they may need the boots to go around the mountain and and get.
Might
to
have
them.
a tough seed if that's the case.
Yeah. We'll see.
Although Countess is at attack 433. It's not bad to head over to East Hyrule.
No, it's not bad. It looks like he's going to do that. Oh no, he did the same thing KoolandtheGang did. He went to the tile and then decided to walk parallel and then perpendicular and then parallel to it. A little juke.
Yeah, I'm trying out this cave up here. Maybe I don't know if Kao's gone to this cave yet.
KoolandtheGang opts to not go through that room and get a key, unless he got the key there before. But I don't think he did. He was in this dungeon, this palace, so quick.
Yeah, maybe just wants to go fast. Doesn't have time to go through those dead ends and get the keys. I personally always, if I haven't got the magic key, sometimes even if I have the magic key, I forget. Still go out of my way to collect keys.
Yeah, nothing like getting the magic key and then casting fairy. Be like, I don't have a key.
Yeah.
But he's gonna make work a horse head right here, and even it up on gems 1-1, and he is up because he has the hammer.
Not gonna go grind for the small bit of XP to get.
No, I mean, listen, if 460 might be attack 3 anyway.
Oh yeah,
so
you're right.
He might be thinking, well, why grind to get attack 3 and then have then be like, all right, I get a 110 gift with and I'd probably get the 110 so much easier doing something else. I agree with
attack so low there. That's definitely the right move.
Yeah, I agree with the always time for keys, especially if you saw my race today. Always time for keys.
Yeah.
And to quote Dig Shake, sometimes you have to take the key from the boss and use it elsewhere, and I definitely did that today too.
Oh, did you? That's
Well, I took a key I found in Palace 2, and instead of using it to possibly get to a path to get the glove, or find the key on the way, to get extra keys to get the glove, I took it into Palace 1. And opened it.
Oh, because you knew where the item was there.
Yeah. And it was the flute.
Oh, that's disappointing.
And 2 was the glove. But KoolandtheGang is going to go over to the Eastern Continent now. One of the things. Look at that! Oh my God.
Not
okay,
very friendly.
all right. You can go through this one. This one's fine. It's not friendly at life 2 though. 5 heart containers. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
No life spell. And he gets bamboozled.
Countess just found another palace, but I didn't notice in time which one it was.
I didn't see what it was either. And I didn't see how he got there. What he passed through.
I think he went through Jump Cave?
Maybe, but we saw both sides of Jump Cave. We saw both sides of every cave.
Palace.
Is that another palace right there? Or is that one?
Or is that one again?
I don't think that was one. That might be all the palaces now.
Medicine Cave.
Yeah, he's gonna pick up the kid. I wrote down medicine. I wrote down medicine about 40 times on my piece of paper. Everywhere. So here's an interesting thing right there. And they don't have jump. But what I was trying to say before, and I didn't get it in, is it's never a bad idea to go to the Eastern Continent when you have the raft. Like you said, take a peek. You can see if there's any towns or anything. Here's one here.
Yeah, New Castudo.
Yeah, see how many power container 5 magic containers. It takes anywhere between 5 and 7 magic containers to get the item, out of here, and it's 5 for the seed, which is good. We'll see what it is. It could be anything but, again, the magic required items.
Ooh,
It's
flute.
It's KoolandtheGang with the candlestick and new Consudo.
So not the most exciting item to get, but
You never know.
It was low effort to get it, so you can't be too upset.
Yeah, just like the raft in Zelda 1 Randomizer. You never know. You may need it.
Yeah, I don't think I've found a seed where River Devil was actually blocking anything.
I have. I definitely have. And if he's not blocking anything that you can't access via a cave, it's a convenience not to go through a cave sometimes.
Yeah, absolutely.
This is what the runners don't want to see. They want to pick up 7 spells and none of them be fire. And we have fire. So
Countess is going through the pea bag cave, which has a red jar instead.
Yeah. So that's the point I was trying to make. Is you take the peak, you trying to find spells. There is a plethora of pea bags on the Eastern Continent.
That is true, and I think most of them are worth 500.
And I think there's a couple 200-point varieties as well. But if you go there at 222, 212, 222, I mean, you can get up to 4 or 5 attack without even much effort after your first palace, and more. You can be in a position where you're taking attack 8 with your 4th gem.
Yeah.
If you're not spending, ultra amount of time.
And then it's kind of like, what do you do with your gems after that? And KoolandtheGang on the second try gets Fairy Claws. Apparently, he's found Darunia.
Yes. He is not the one. He is the one with the kid. We'll see what.
Well, I think they both have the kid now. And Countess just got the hammer as well.
Okay, they both have the kid. Is that right? My bad. Doing a bad job with this.
Well, I saw Countess in Medicine Cave, and we decided that's where the kid was, right? But I didn't actually
you're
pick
right.
it up.
Yeah, because I looked down to correct it, and then I didn't see him get it. But let's see what the spell is here. So he's got the hammer and the kid. It's thunder.
Most powerful magic. A friend of mine once told me that downstab is actually the most powerful magic.
Is it?
But I guess you can beat the game without downstab sometimes.
Yeah. Sometimes you have to. I think my first race, we didn't get downstab into the 2-hour mark.
Oh wow!
In this tournament, yeah, it was
that would be a rough seed for me.
I have a rough life. TheCowness is going through Death Mountain. He's the one with the trophy. So he's looking for a spectacle rock. He's looking for the way back there. I wonder if he's hoping for the glove. And again, we don't know too much about him. We've never been in a race with him. We never watched him race before. And he doesn't have a lot of SRL races under his belt. And he's unranked. So we don't know exactly the level of... and there it is right there. Awareness he has of the game. And if he thought, let me go in there and see if it's the glove and avoid the Eastern Continent, and don't worry about stuff there. He was right.
KoolandtheGang picks up life in Naburu after getting the water for the laziest NPC in any game.
Thirsty lady.
Yes.
We'll call her. What do you get? Life?
Life, yeah.
Life is on this list. There it is.
Yeah, that's one of the ones on the tracker, huh? It's a pretty useful spell. I like to have life. If I don't get it, I usually am not too upset.
It all depends. I mean, there are some times where I wind up with a life 5 and 6 heart containers, and it's nothing. And I wish I had life.
Yeah.
And there's other times where I have life 8 heart containers, and I never even touch it. Who am I kidding? I touch it all the time, but other players may never touch it.
I find if I have either one of life or shield, then I'm pretty okay to press on. But if I have neither of those, I'm gonna have a rough time.
Yeah. I want to have
Even at
everything
high
except
level.
for if the magic item is in Death Mountain, and hope that's fire. And I want everything else. Like I want everything. And then wonder why I lose seeds by 10 minutes.
Well, my first race I lost by a lot more than 10 minutes.
Oh yeah,
so 10 minutes isn't a bad thing.
I'm pretty sure any of the top runners in my first race could have done it 3 times before I did my first time. I didn't care though. So we got a little exploration here. Everyone, they're just kind of filling it out. They're both on the eastern. Well, they're not actually. That's Jump Cave that the Countess is in. He just got the glove, so I wonder what he's gonna do.
I think he was making his way back to where Palaces 2 and 3 were.
So it was Jump Cave. You were right that you have to go through, but I mean, look at this world that he has to navigate. This is like the winding road of San Francisco, that you just have to go in and around every single obstacle in your way. It's linear, but it's quite a linear. It's intestine-like.
This is Palace 2.
Yes. So he has the glove. He has the raft. Someone had the flute. Who had the flute?
That was in New Kasuto.
So that must have been KoolandtheGang. Mark that down.
Looks like he's going to head back to the Eastern Continent.
Yeah, it's a good play. He doesn't have the glove, so there's still plenty of options here. We never saw what was on the desert tile.
Yeah, but I don't think we found Maze Island yet.
No, there's 2 on Maze Island. We don't know what's on the desert tile. We didn't find Old Kasuto, hitting town, the abandoned town of Kasuto. But we found the 3
found the other 3.
Yeah.
So
we don't. Well, we do know what the spells were. Life was in Thirsty Town, and Thunder was in Thunder was in Durunia. Yeah.
That sounds right.
Yeah. So we don't know what was in Mido, and we don't know what's in the hidden town of Kasuto. One of them is the Reflect spell; it's required, and then the other one is whatever the other Jump.
Isn't as useful now that they have fairy, but it can come in handy.
It comes in handy. I mean, sometimes it really costs a lot cheaper.
Yeah, that's true. And a lot of people like to use Jump in Thunderbird and Barba fights.
Yeah, and there's our item in 2. But let's not forget that with Jump, to get over some places and arrive at your destination, you're in a position where you can break blocks. Whereas Fairy...
that's true. There is the block, the room with blocks on both sides, and is it Palace 6?
Yeah.
Where
I missed...
You cannot ferry over the lava.
I totally missed what he...
You know, I was watching Countess pick it up, and I still don't remember what it was. So,
I know he was in there, and I'm like, all right, I gotta look at the item, and then I don't know what happened.
Oh, and Cool just found the desert tile item, but I didn't see what it was in time there either. Boots.
Boots.
In level 2.
All right, thank you, EON. All right, so the boots are good. He'll be able to get the water tile on the other side, and maybe it makes his navigation of this continent a lot better as well.
Yeah, it might be easier to get around on the Eastern Continent too.
Medicine on the desert tile. Thank you very much. I gotta stop watching on the Nokia and put it on the big screen here so I can see it what things are. All right, so boots for Countess, and the medicine is on his side. Okay, good, sorted. All right, we have a link up. Now, link ups are or one ups. They're not really entirely useful. they're not really put to the test, let's say, because a lot of people will up A before they ever get to that point. If they find it and then arrive at the destination in the palace, they'll up A to get a life refill, health refill, magic refill, stuff like that. When they leave the palace and place the gem, they'll up A sometimes to regain their lives.
Yeah, I find if I get the 1-ups early on, then they're pretty useful when I'm, still low level and in danger of dying because I'm not good at the game. But
there's a
later on they become pretty conditional or pretty situational.
Just like P bags later on, you kind of feel like you're wasting them when you take them because you're never going to get to that 2760 before you up A.
Yeah.
Or whatever it is. You see, KoolandtheGang was grabbing some P bags over there and took a couple levels. He's 335 now. TheCowness is 443. Interesting strategies. Most of the people I see tend to stack attack.
I find stacking attack to be the most productive strategy for myself. But I've seen a lot of racers in this tournament have, I guess, non-conventional leveling strats.
No, and sometimes you get trapped into it as well. You're like, you know what? I'll just place the gem now. I'll take life, and then it moves you up to a position where let's say it's 2100 until like life 5, and like attack 4 is 1800 or something like that.
Yeah.
So you take attack 4, and then now you're like, well, what do I do with the remainder?
Found Helmet Head here.
Yeah, Helmet Head. Let's see what he does. He cast shield? I can't tell. I don't think he did. I think he said, you know what? I was too low on health to cast it. Now he does.
We'll find what spell was in Mito on the other side here. This jump spell.
Jump. So the abandoned town of Kasuto is going to be Reflect. Yeah, Reflect.
So that's nice. It's not blocked by an item.
No, it's not. But let's
not really matter at this point.
No, but they don't know that yet because TheCowness doesn't have the medicine, and KoolandtheGang never found the trophy. So,
true.
Being one of the only things, along with the glove, on KoolandtheGang's side that he may not have found in the Western continent, it's interesting to see. Does he dive into Death Mountain and try to find it, or does he just, we'll just we'll go back to the Eastern continent and see what happens. These are the decisions I like to see unfold.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Countess is going to go ahead and take on Palace 3 here.
Yeah, why not? He has the raft, he has the glove, he has the boots, he has the hammer. He might as well. What is that? Oh, it's Reflect. Okay. I couldn't figure out what the item was on the tracker. I'm like...
Yeah, the Reflect icon.
Yeah.
Kind of the magic.
Little known fact, if you swing your sword at the fire 8 times, it goes away. People tend to think that has much to do with the time it takes to go away. I kind of think I'm helping it.
Yeah, it's like when you're waiting for the elevator. The more times you press it, the faster the elevator comes. Same sort of situation.
KoolandtheGang pauses to take the pizza delivery that showed up. Hope he leaves a good tip. Speed Gaming, thank you for the host here with 162 dudes. Welcome to the race. The Zelda 2 Randomizer tournament race between the number 18 ranked KoolandtheGang and the number 37 ranked TheCowness. We are 45 minutes in. People got items, and we're at this point now. It's the recap. Let's see what we got. Yeah, the items that TheCowness has, it's, you know what, just get to 3 and get out. You're done with the Western continent. You don't have to come back at all anymore. Well, I mean, you do if you get the medicine, but that's only if it's required.
Yeah, sorry, I had
Yeah,
some people coming to the door there, so I had to step away from the mic.
Yeah, I just opened Discord. I'm like, did I just lose you? Because I heard the
No,
click and
no.
I heard silence. I was like, all right.
Oh yeah, I think that's the switch on my mic clicking. Yeah, but I think you're totally right. Like, there's no need to search for an item here in Palace 3.
No, I mean, yeah. If you get the item, you get the item. Maybe it could be, listen. He's got He's got no magic containers, 1 heart container. He never got the Rebenek, did he?
I don't think so.
And he's up Aang. I didn't see if he was key blocked or not.
I mean, he's got fairy, so I would
Yeah.
wonder
He's
why
looking.
you'd leave the dungeon.
He's looking in towns here. So I'm not entirely too sure what he's gonna get, because I don't think he has the medicine. And he just got a key too when he up aid? Okay.
Maybe he was looking for a key to go back to a different palace?
Well, we know the boots were in 2. We know he beat 2. The cross was in 1. He got that. He beat 1.
I'm not sure.
He might want downstab. He had a
He is
real
checking
big.
the
You know what?
palace.
Okay, he does want downstab because of the boss. But we remember.
Oh, yeah.
We remember he went into that town with fairy, and he was able to cast it, and he never did to do it.
Yeah, and he seems to have lost track of where Mido is.
Yeah, he's on his 3rd town right now. Only 1 more left, and the business end of Saria. We cleaned that up for the restream. He doesn't have the glove, KoolandtheGang, so he can't get past this room.
Yeah, I think diving into 3 without the glove isn't something I like to do, but
No, I don't. I'm not necessarily sure that he even found 2, because if we remember, 2 and 3 were kind of tough to find.
yeah, but I thought they were pretty close to each other, so maybe he spotted this one first and
Yeah,
finds another glove block. He'll see if he fares better looking on the overworld.
that's a tough death to take, like right at the edge of that room, and then knowing you have to
Yeah.
go right back through it.
Yeah, start all over.
This is definitely a I'm gonna cast jump right now and then just take the high road. If he has it, he might not have it. Mido is the medicine. Yeah, he has it.
Yeah, he has almost all the spells at this point. Just missing Reflect, I think.
Yeah, because he's the only one that took spells in the Eastern Continent. Because I don't really
no,
think the TheCowness
missing
has
2.
been over there.
When he paused there, I saw 2 missing
Yeah,
from
well,
his
he's got to take another slice of pizza.
of course.
Yeah.
It's important to, stay energized while you're doing these races. You don't want to
No, not at all.
run out of energy in the middle of a race.
You got to get a good
Make sure
fold.
you eat enough
Hopefully he's not.
pizza.
Yeah, hopefully he's not eating it with a knife and fork, and he's just actually like getting a good fold on the piece of pizza. And then
That would be
eating it that way.
the much more time efficient way to eat it, certainly.
Oh yeah.
But maybe he doesn't want his controller to get greasy. So.
Listen, if we learned anything from George Costanza, you get a good Frogger score when you have just the right amount of Mountain Dew and grease on the controller. Or is it grape soda? It might have been. I don't remember what it was, but anyway. Yeah, both guys seem to be a little stalled out here.
Yeah, I'm not sure what Countess is looking for.
The only thing Countess can do on this continent is, he's looking for downstab. Is definitely what he's doing.
He's still looking for Mido.
Yeah. So,
I've run into this before. I recently added to my note spreadsheet a place to write some notes about where I found things, so that I could not have this issue. But there he finds Mido.
Yeah, good. Now he can get downstab. He can get back into 3 because it's definitely what he wanted to do. It's the last thing he needs to do. He got both things out of Death Mountain, and what I believe is everything in every other spot on the Western Continent except for downstab and 3 and possibly the item in 3, which at this point, maybe it's the magic key for him. But he would gladly probably take a magic container and a heart container. I wonder if he's worried about that.
Yeah, having
search.
only found one heart container, that's 4 magic containers. That'll do fine at the beginning, but that can really constrain what you're able to cast. Well, in fact, I think some spells could be uncastable with only 4, even at Magic 8.
Yeah, well, it depends on how they get adjusted during the randomization.
Yeah,
that's true. He did not find Heart Container Cave though, as well, and the Heart Container Cave was a magic container.
Yeah, so I guess he didn't find all the caves, or
no, but we have
that one.
KoolandtheGang has decided to go into Death Mountain. He is going to be happy that he's going to get the trophy. That's going to lead to the spell, which in and of itself is okay. But having the hammer
in behind the spell yet?
No, we have not, because KoolandtheGang has it, but he's not been over to the Eastern Continent as far as I know. Or if he did, he just took a look and came right back. But the Spectacle Rock is right in front of the Hammer Cave. So this means that when KoolandtheGang gets there, he is going to get the glove. And now he can proceed.
I'm very, very happy with his decision to explore Death Mountain.
Yeah. And it's very hard watching a race. It's very hard when you're playing, but it's even harder when you're watching the race to know the cave progressions and which caves led to Hammer Cave and stuff like that.
Yeah. I mean, even if I try to watch the route that they take, it's just Death Mountain. Death Mountain's tricky in Randomizer. I usually just hope that I get a big wide open one where I can check, several caves.
I have a method that goes beyond the first layer of looking into every cave. So I'm hoping that Hammer Cave is not in one of the first areas, and then my method leads to it.
Method pay out.
Yeah, because if it's all in the first area, then everybody has it at the same time, and it's like, well, I have no advantage. I'm actually at a disadvantage because I have no advantage. But the more complex the puzzle gets, the more I feel like I can make out in the end.
Yeah, that's a good way to look at it.
Yeah, that's what I need.
I need to come up with a method, I guess. So
if you talk to your opponent in IRC, but it's not you, it's like your cousin, and you're still continuously playing the game, that helps a lot too. I find. How about this one right here? It's a good thing that Doom Knocker or whatever jumped, because he would have been sandwiched between maces thrown at his face and swords from the blue nut knuckle. That's
those Doom Knockers, as you call them.
Talk about a
when they're in
situation.
Those narrow, short hallways.
Oh yeah,
a real pain.
Yeah, it's almost as guaranteed damage as the red polar bears on any screen.
Yeah, those can be a real hassle too.
So we see KoolandtheGang's taking the elevators to explore all the areas. I mean, once you go into one of those rooms, there's 3 other exits that you can just peek out of, see if you get into a new area, a new set of caves to explore. Those are nice to find.
That's kind of my lack of method for Death Mountain. Is I like to either take the easy passages, like the ones that are the shallow sort of gradient up or down. I like those ones because they're not too tough. Or these elevator rooms, because then you have a lot of possibilities.
Well, here's the TheCowness. Yeah, Rebenek. He's doing it a little bit differently. He jumped backwards. He doesn't know. I guess he doesn't know the strat where to stand to get him kind of pinned in the corner. So he's fighting him the more traditional way. Down stab him to knock him off the horse, and then jump stab him, I guess. We'll see. This is the absolute last thing he needs to do in this. Oh, he had him trapped on the right-hand side.
Yeah, it looks like he's not going to go for the quick kill.
Yeah, the problem with when he's off this horse, though, and fighting the right way is he moves like half the screen away when you move towards him.
Yeah, he's pretty obnoxious.
Yeah. You want to be careful not to kill him off the screen, I think, because you get... I don't know if it's soft locks or you just don't get the XP.
Oh, I've not run into that. I mean, I pretty much, at least in level 3, I only do the quick kill strat, the one that doesn't require much effort from when you run into him again in Palace 6, then I don't worry about it as much, because usually by then he only takes a couple hits, which isn't too much of a struggle.
TheCowness has to be careful here. He's on his last life. It's certainly not a it's a soft lock. Okay, thank you. If you kill him off screen, because it doesn't trigger to drop. Okay.
Oh yeah, that's rough.
Yeah. So this is his last life. It certainly wasn't too difficult to get back here, but you don't want to give up that time, especially not knowing what position your opponent is, and you don't know if your opponent's eating a second slice of pizza or not.
This is the third slice of this.
Is it third? I thought the first one was going to be getting the door, and then this.
Well, I assume when he got the pizza, he took a slice immediately.
Oh yeah. Well,
why would you not?
I'm not up to my meta on
You don't have your pizza meta down.
No,
huh?
No, not at all. But he seems to have this one more hit.
There it is.
Yeah, he's got it. So now he's done with the Western Continent. Countess will move over to the Eastern Continent. And of what we know with the Eastern Continent, the medicine is in the desert tile, and that leads to the jump spell. And the flute is the magic container item in New Kasuto, which he cannot get now. And it's only 5 heart containers, but he still only has 4. The starting 4. I wonder if he's going to go back to... He just placed the gem. He's going to go back to look for the item.
Yeah, I guess he's probably hoping it's a container at this point.
I mean, I'm not entirely sure this is a good play, but I can't entirely blame him either. He's gotten so many items and has 4 magic containers and 5 heart containers total.
Yeah, you have to think, like, a lot of what's left is going to be containers.
Yeah, and he doesn't have a key, so, back of his mind, he's like, all right, well, plan A, maybe magic key. Plan B, if it's a magic container or a heart container, we're good.
He also has this room with the 2 keys in it, which is handy to find.
And good thing there's no blue nut knuckle guarding it like there always is when I play this board.
Cool is still... wandering around Death Mountain.
Yeah, and this can get frustrating because the way the caves repeat themselves.
Yeah, I have a really hard time distinguishing like which caves I've been in and which I haven't.
Best way to do it is by enemies and possibly like the larger enemies not being there when you go in. We have the item room on Countess's side.
Oof. And it's
there it is. There's our situation right there.
Heart container. Heart container for the trouble.
Yeah, I mean, I guess of the containers, that was the worst one.
Well, yeah.
In his situation, because now he can't even get the flute.
Still can't get the flute.
Yeah. Which we don't know is required or not, but he doesn't know that. He wants to get as many as he can so he can open that item.
And just to be able to cast, more spells.
Yeah, that's definitely it's not required, but at the same time, it's really a heck of a lot useful if you can get all the magic containers and heart containers on your way. So Cool is probably looking at his notes, double checking. We're joking around with the pizza, but it's getting to be a little bit of panic, serious time for him, where he wants to really get this item and get the heck out by now. So he might be taking notes which cave in, which cave out he's going to, or something similar. I tried to track Death Mountain once on like a piece of paper, and
Oh yeah.
oh, so hard.
There's so many caves there. I mean, I don't know how you'd even begin to like unless you're just drawing an actual map of what it looks like. I'm not sure how you'd go about tracking it.
No, I tried to take like the starting area and be like, all right, well, I'll simulate the formation, all the rocks and the terrain and stuff like that, and yeah, it
Ooh, and
was.
the boot's proving very useful for finding old Kasuto here
Yeah, Old
on the
Kutsuto
palace
Island
stuff.
we had.
Yeah.
Only way to get to it from what it looks like, and then this is going to be very rewarding. And
Yeah.
let's say this is the first spell he's getting on this side of the island, so he's pretty much optimized so far. The thunder spell is on this side of the island. He has the kid, but this is a
Hell,
place where Cool
Boots
Gang
required for this seed.
Boots
There's
required.
no other way to get there.
Yeah, absolutely. And we kind of, I mean, listen, there's only that one little area with the cave, and then above it there's only that one little area with a town. On the western continent there was that area where you had to twist and turn around all these mountains. This is a pretty crazy overworld. This is something you definitely print out and you put on a map in your office. A poster or something. Be like, hey, look at that one. I played that one. I conquered that.
Oh, we find the Valley of Death down here in the
Yeah.
southernmost section.
Boots probably not required to get to this section, but how much easier was it with the boots?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I don't. It could be required. I didn't get a good look at where that cave dumped him out.
Well, there's a couple caves in this
Finding
area. Well,
medicine.
there's medicine, and we know that KoolandtheGang was there, so we saw the Valley of Death before then.
Oh, I must have missed it last time they were over.
Yeah, it's the desert tile with the medicine it was just above it. So, what was that?
Tired, and wanted to go back to North Palace.
Oh, he's got the medicine.
I think he's gonna
cash in
go.
the medicine. Okay. Yeah. He's just gonna cash in the medicine and then now officially be done with this side. He's gonna get the jump spell for his efforts. This is something I did in my seed a couple hours ago. I got the hammer. I was in an area and I got the hammer, and I decided, you know what? Let's go back to the Western Continent, do all the hammer things because there was 2 items blocked by a boulder, and I did it without fleshing out the area I was in, which then I had to return to do it. Yeah, it cost me not only cost me a lot. It cost me a lot of time. It actually didn't. I don't really think it cost me a lot of time. But if I did it first, I would have known better about things.
Yeah.
I could have done things differently. So it cost me time in that way. He could have came back for this at any time. He wasn't in a hurry to get Thunder. There were 3 more towns over on the other side. It's interesting, but there's a completionist part of it and be like, all right, well, if I have to come back anyway, might as well just do it now.
Yeah, I think usually in these types of situations, I wait till I game over to come back to the Western Continent. But, I guess a lot of people don't game over so often, so they wouldn't have that sort of self-presenting opportunity.
Right. And it was easy enough to get to. If he can get to the raft spot, he can get back to where he was. No problem. Here's the hammer cave. Yeah, because I saw that. Because he's going to go to the rock first. And then he's just going to up A after he gets He probably blew the whistle there, did he?
I don't have the audio on.
I do that all the time.
Yeah, I never remember. I mean, you use those items so infrequently that it doesn't really, get into your head which button's which.
Do you know what I do every once in a while is just for some reason during a seed, I'll just play it like it's Zelda 1, and I'll start trying to stab things with A instead of B, and I just start jumping. It's like, wait, whoa, what's going on here?
Just forget which game you're playing.
Oh, for no reason whatsoever. I'm just like, all right.
Yeah, since this tournament started, I have not played Zelda 1 at all. Just been focusing on practicing this game.
Cool is behind on gems because he's been really focused on getting the glove, which he's finally going to get now. Well, he finally just got now at Spectacle Rock, and now he's going to pick up the trophy. He didn't. He didn't. He's on that strategy of not even diving into 2 or 3 unless you have the glove. He didn't even go in there to look at the items, as far as I know. It's a 500-point P bag for Countess.
I didn't see where he was. Was that the candle replacement P bag, or was it just?
No, it was like a swamp tile, I think. Or
So yeah, on these settings, it looks like the P bags and red jars and 1-ups are all kind of shuffled.
yes, all the small items are shuffled. Keys along with it, technically, but keys can't be in the overworld. And then P bags are replaced by keys by the extra key requirements, so it's like meaningless anyway. That to say that they're part of it. But yeah, it's all small items are shuffled as long as the large items and large items between overworld and palace. His level, he's finally going into level 2. KoolandtheGang. I don't remember exactly how long it was. Or exactly if he's going to look for an item. The boots are in here, and we know the boots are required.
Are required, so...
Yeah, so if he doesn't come out of here with the boots, yeah, he may be done with this one.
We'll see what's in the spell tower here.
What would he want it to be?
I don't think he wanted it to be another heart container.
No, it's going to be one of those seeds, and I've certainly had this in the other direction where I've only gotten magic containers and can't, for the life of me, get a heart container, and the heart containers wind up to be in like palaces 3, 5, and 6.
The ones that you don't want to check if you don't have to.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it looks like Cool's...
Extra lives, Link 7 says as well, is part of the small item shuffle. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, so what you think you're going for a P bag and the link up is there. You're like, all right, well, maybe
you're
not useful.
Never sure how to feel about that.
No. It doesn't look like
gonna forego the item hunt, and here he finds Helmet Head.
Yeah, I don't know where he's at. Helmet Head can give you up to 500 XP. 300 XP is the range below, so he'll fall short of the 690 mark. I don't know what attack 5 would cost. Maybe he's hoping he just gets the experience, can place the gem, and then just turn right around and then up A when he finds the item. Probably the fastest thing for him at this point. 300 he gets. He's going to be short, but he's going to drop it. It could be attack 5, though.
690 seems low for attack 5.
It does, but
I mean, they're shuffled, so you never know.
No.
Nope, that was Magic 4.
Oh, 21, wow. Okay, so we were way off.
He's not going to go back for the item. He doesn't know it, but that's
yeah,
it's a mistake.
It's we're in the fortunate advantage of seeing this unfold now. But unfortunately for him, it's unfolding
I mean, it will unfold later for him.
Yeah. But there's 3. Like you said, 2 and 3 were pretty close. He's going to go in. I wonder if both runners... Yeah, he's got Thunder now. I wonder if both runners feel like maybe they're a little bit behind because of the pacing of the seed and what they were looking for and such. He's got Reflect, too. The only thing he doesn't have is Life, which is in Naburu. I believe TheCowness. The thing is...
Just found Naburu, so...
Yeah, so...
Fill out his spell book.
It becomes a point of when do you realize that maybe what you need is in level 2, or if what you need
Yeah,
If you
level
even
2,
recognize what you need.
level 2 is short enough that I usually just look there anyway, because it's. I mean, it's bound to be something useful.
When you have the glove, when you have the raft, when you have the hammer, when you have pretty much everything you need for the for spells, at this point you may be like, you know what, I'm a little behind. Maybe I'll just go.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess yeah, that's a good point.
Maybe I gotta go, or maybe I just gotta get things done. And I assume that he picked
Finding,
up the recorder as well.
finding Revenak pretty quickly in 3 here, and going for the pogo strats.
He gets it. No, he
Ooh.
does not. He moves because he's a jerk. Now he can keep him pinned in the corner and just continuously jump up, and he'll eventually come underneath him. But look how useful those boots are, man. On this side,
Yeah.
He's just walking for days. He finds Maze Island. I mean, he's just in his own paradise right now. Nobody's bothering him. Takes an encounter though.
A bit of an interesting situation with Maze Island in your race just before this, huh?
There was a lot of interesting situations in my race just before this.
I think I was. I'm thinking of one I was watching earlier today. Actually, there was one where
I don't think
Maze Island bridge was right next to another bridge, so it wasn't at all clear that it led to Maze Island.
Oh, that was my first race. Was like that.
Ah,
yeah. There was a bridge tile over the road, and then there was a long bridge after that.
Yeah.
And with the second, it was the second one in. It was a little confusing, but I think we both handled it. Well, he's not going into Maze. I wonder why he's
too many AngryLarry races today. I guess.
Yeah.
Keep him straight.
Is he farming right now for attack whatever? Because he seems to be TheCowness. He seems to be kind of hesitant of what he was doing. It was going to the taking encounters, going to Maze Island, going back to the cave, coming back, and he never really made a decision until now.
I'm not sure what he was up to, but it does look like Cool has decided to get that item out of 2 after all.
Oh, good. Good.
So yeah,
maybe he just wanted to get 3 done.
Well, maybe he won't be happy though, because he doesn't know where he stands with boots.
Well, he'd be plenty happy. Yeah, maybe not. You know what? Maybe not.
I mean, I guess you're never disappointed to find boots.
No, but at this point, I don't know what you would really expect and what you really want. I would feel like if you found the boots at this point, you'd feel like it's a good thing.
Yeah.
Magic key might be a little bit better, but anything else is just a heart or a magic container. So while they're nice, I don't feel like most runners at this stage in the tournament would actually do a 180-degree turn to try to find one. Because there's still a few places left, both places in Maze Island, for example, where you can get those. We didn't see him fall down in Maze Island, did he?
I didn't see him get any items yet.
No.
Looks like he's trying to get a magic refill out of the statue here.
Not bad. He's trying to save his 1,000 XP. I may I'll pay. Refill everything, my lives. I don't know how many he's lost. Refill everything.
Yeah, he paused to cast there, but I didn't see his life situation.
No, I did not either. He took the health and
did Cool find the boots? I saw he up 8, but I have to imagine he found the boots, and that's what prompted that.
I was at that point in time, I was concentrating on Maze Island to try to see if we fell down anywhere.
Yeah, and just sit further back so I can see both of them playing at once.
Yeah, I tend to look and be like, oh yeah, he entered the item room. Let's see what the other guy's doing. Oh, wait a second, I missed the item. Certainly like that. So he got the boots. We got confirmation. Thanks, guys. Have to think he got the boots at that point.
Oh, and there's the magic container cave.
And it's magic container. But let me say this, in Dig Shake's defense, That may not be the magic container that was there.
Yeah.
It could be maybe one of the other 3. So leave the dude alone, please.
Yeah, he'll have to add a feature to recolor them or something.
Yeah,
so
no, seriously. I still love my idea. If the glove is in 5, it's giving you the middle finger.
That would be pretty great.
Yeah.
Yeah, speaking of understanding the randomizer in the game, I only recently discovered that the glove can't be in 3 or 6.
Yeah.
So that's a useful thing to know.
Yeah, there was a lot of information being kept from us until he won his first 2 rounds, and then
Then the wiki was suddenly a lot more.
Then it's hey, it's been there the whole time. I think he put edited 1980, and it's like, oh, see, it's been there. Heart container is in the other spot in Maze Island. So I feel like the TheCowness is pretty set. He's pretty sorted right now. The water tile, maybe the only thing he hasn't seen or hasn't touched, as well as the items in 4, 5, and 6. And he has Thunder. He has Reflect, and he's going into to here now. He got Life right out of Nibiru, yeah, because we saw him in
Yes.
Town. So let me.
He has a full spell book.
So now it's on. I mean, it's...
Oh wow, that's a really quick Carrick find.
Yeah, and you got to imagine that he's not going to go back for the item.
I can't imagine he would. There's not really anything left for him to find but some containers.
Carrick can give you up to 700, I believe, unless the wiki was wrong on that. There was some discrepancies when I said it the first time. Normally it gives you 300. We'll see where that puts him level-wise.
NG.
I think he's going to need quite a bit more. Oh, he's going to go with Life. He's going to go 4, 5, 6 here. That's
that gives him... he gets another level from the gem here, so that's...
I'm sorry. Yeah. I saw when the menu was up. I figured he placed it already because I was looking at KoolandtheGang get Reflect.
He got the level from Carrick. So
he takes Magic and Life here, Attack was his next lowest one. Okay, so that's good.
556.
556 is it's not standard, it's not normal, or it is normal and I do everything wrong.
I mean, for me, I like to get to Attack 8.
Yeah, I see a lot of people stacking Attack, and then it always throws me for a loop when they take those Life 6s or whatever. But certainly it's not wrong. We saw Jackamus have some sort of off-kilter leveling scheme compared to the norm, and
Life 8 was his primary goal. He was saying in this interview afterward.
Yeah, and it was like he went 6, I think.
I don't know. I need to hit Thunderbird as few times as I can. So
I'm okay. I need health at Thunderbird because I can hit him. I can do the fight. It's just those occasional ones that you can't see because of the background. You wind up jumping into them when you're trying to get back onto the platform. It's like, all right, well, I really want health because even like the Fockers, the Chicken Knights, and all them, they're just terrible when you have low health.
Yeah, and I feel like the randomizer exclusive orange Fockers do a lot of damage.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just a perceived thing because I expect the orange guys not to hit that hard. Every time it's like taking 2 whole blocks of life from one hit from those guys.
Yeah. KoolandtheGang's going 4. Let's see if he gets it done just as fast. He should.
I mean, if he does the standard go right, he'll find Carrick pretty quickly here.
Yeah, and there it is. One room Carrick.
Countess goes through the desert path to find nothing at all.
That was my race seat as well. It was like the flute path was straight up, and then it wrapped around to the desert path that came straight back down, right to the same area.
Perfect.
Yeah, it was awesome. Someone had a seat today with that. You know, the desert encounter has that random block, mountain tile in it. It looks like an eye. It's right there on his screen now. The desert pattern actually looked like level 7 from The Legend of Zelda.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, with the nose and the chin and everything, and the eye
Yeah.
was like right there. It was pretty cool.
That's like a shout out to the vanilla game, the area where Hammer Cave and Spectacle Rock are
No,
is
yeah,
supposed to be the map of
yeah.
Zelda 1.
The graveyard's there and everything. The lake is there and everything. He went back into 4. Cool in the Gang. He's running out now. Did he place the gem?
I don't think he placed the gem. I think
Okay.
he's trying to get some XP.
It could be. Listen, he's he's at magic level 4. He's probably gonna grind the nut knuckle here, and see how much it gives him. I don't know if I've seen anybody kill this guy yet. 70. All right, 70 is like
That's rough.
it's rough, but it's not the worst. It's like
Can
second
they be
worst.
as low as 50? Looks like he's gonna decide to go find some lizard men maybe in the forest here.
Yeah, I mean, you got to do what makes you comfortable, even if you know it's going to slow you up. If you're not comfortable playing at low levels, then forcing yourself to play at low levels is probably going to go as bad as taking a lot of time to grind anyway.
Yeah.
But you're gonna be a little bit more comfortable and a little bit more self-aware, I guess, playing like that.
I'm not sure what it is he's looking for actually.
I think he's looking for a quick and easy XP, and I don't know if he knows exactly what to do to get it. Like maybe he's looking for a P bag, and this may lead to a P bag.
It's an item cave, or
yeah, a small.
Yeah,
item.
he fought the tech type, but that was about all he seemed interested in fighting.
He doesn't seem to be killing a lot of things where it could all add up. Instead, he's focused on maybe some of the larger things. He got 50 from that MOA, and then the drop from the Tektite.
What he gets in this cave?
He's gonna get the flute now. He never got the flute before TheCowness, I guess, but he was definitely in here. Oh, you know what? He didn't have the required magic containers.
Yeah, he came
All
with
right.
only 4.
All right, I marked
And,
that prematurely. He got that. He got it now.
Cool gets a 500 P bag, so
Still need
I have to
more.
imagine that's what he was looking for.
Does he still need more now, though?
I'm not sure what his what will level up next.
Didn't we say before that it was like 2100?
Attack 5 was 2100. Yeah, so
Yeah.
this must be life 6 that he's working on now.
Yeah, it's tough at 70 per, excluding like the P bag or the red jar. 5 of them would be 350. You'd really have to kill like 10, 15 of those iron knuckles.
Yeah, that's. It looks like the things he's fighting are pretty stingy with the XP right now.
Thank you. I'll mark that now. Because you got that quick thing. Looks
he
like we have a
place
search for 5
the
here.
gem?
I'm not sure if we ever seen Palace 5 or 6.
I don't remember anyone going into them anyway.
No.
Yeah, I would say to answer Buzz Thunder, who's ahead? Countess seems to have the lead at the moment.
To answer Buzz Thunder, Buzz Thunder's ahead in life. This is something I would probably do if I was Cool in the Gang, because he needed quite a handful of XP. Just go right back in.
Yeah, just
You only went one room. Go the other way. Thundering those two bubbles though, that might have worked out in his favor if Thunder can kill him.
I never die from Thunder. They have as much XP as.
Oh, it's right.
Thunderbird
It's right. They have as much XP as Thunderbird.
or as much HP, I guess.
Yeah. I said the same thing. Sorry.
But yeah, there's plenty of rooms with
You don't want to get too far.
Yeah.
You don't have to come back, but then again, you're going just as far the other way outside the palace. It's a bad situation, and I'm not saying he's doing it wrong. I don't know what I'd do in this situation either.
Yeah. Well, he's only got 160 to go now, so I think he's in a good
Yeah.
shape.
Now it's just go up.
life. It's pretty low on health here.
Well, was
These
this
guys
guy
are
give him 70?
70.
Yeah. No game over, please. All right. That scared me a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, and here we have another palace on TheCowness. Looks like the pillars. That's 5.
Yeah, it's 5. But he doesn't go in. He's going to look for 6, or is he going to check the desert tile first and see maybe if he can get to that 25-10 mark?
Oh yeah, I was gonna say he already found the desert item. Yeah, he's killing all these spider things. I don't remember what those are called.
Spiders are tektites.
Well, the big jumping spiders are tektites, but these little ones are something else. The ones that you normally need fire to kill, I think, are the tektites in this game.
Oh yeah, you're right. These spiders are dealers.
Dealers, all right.
Yeah. I have a problem because I just make up names for everything, so I just never know. Like, and I just run with it, make up a name, and then that's what they are.
For the best.
Yeah.
I mean, there's some where the made up names are significantly better, such as the spicy chickens.
Yeah, spicy chickens. I like. All right, so he opts to go into he opted to go into 5 now. I didn't notice if he went into the desert cave and it was nothing because I was looking.
It was a red jar, I think.
Okay. KoolandtheGang's in a. He's still trying to grind for that. He's at another cliff now. He's got to get over this cliff.
No, this is the attack 5 cliff that
Yeah.
he's at now. I think he's just making his way back to the gem.
Okay, he's got to go all the way back. All right.
But I don't believe that he placed it when he was here earlier.
No. Maybe he's going to go for attack 5. Well, here's his room now. I was going to say maybe he's going for attack 5 and then he's going to place the gem and grab another like magic 4. But too much time. He knows that, and he feels like he has to move on. But again, it's not his fault per se. Like it's not a knock against him. It's just sometimes you get put into those situations where you kind of hurt yourself with levels based upon when you whatever the boss XP gives you and what you're prepared for and what you're willing to go back and grind for.
It can be really frustrating, like having to each palace you kill the boss and then have to grind for a while. It gets to your head, I think.
Oh yeah, when I screw up my leveling progression, I'm miserable, and I don't know how to fix it. I don't know what to do, and then I realize at some point in time that I have to grind something.
Yeah, and like I'll have a lot of times where I try and grind stuff and end up getting a game over in the attempt, and then that's just really puts a damper on things.
Yeah. Well, now here's the now thanks for nothing 500 p bag right there. At least he's on his way now to a quick level. Now he's
able to get up to the palace if he finds 5 or 6 here.
Up A aside, and I didn't see what he did after he placed the gem, if he up A'd, because we know he took the death. I'm sure he did. Oh, because he hasn't even 500. I'm sure he did. Well, no, because the gem would have put him at 0 anyway. We're going to assume he up A'd and has his full complement to life. He's a little bit ahead now. He might be able to take attack 6 before even the gem. Then he's got to decide what to do. That's the problem when you're grinding attack, is that if you take attack in a palace, then you're not prepared to take attack for the gem most of the time, and that's where you go back and you have to kind of grind.
Yeah. Or like a lot of times if you just level your magic and life a little too high and you get unlucky with the what enemies XP is, you can have a really hard time getting above your thresholds.
Well, I mean, Horsehead's the worst because Horsehead can be 20 to 100.
Yeah.
And like you just need him to give you 50 and he gives you 20. It's like, all right, well now I've already killed all the large enemies. The stupid polar bears give me 2. The bots give me 0. You jump over the stupid the gem. Now you got to fight your way all the way back. And by the time you fight your way all the way back, it's at that level. It's like you have the level already and more experience. Now what do you do? Now you got to grind again. or you just go.
Yeah, you get to the gem and
Yeah.
you're 20 away from the attack that you were grinding for.
Yeah.
It's like, okay.
My chat's pretty toxic most of the time, but no, they're not. But they always get on me about wasting XP because I'm never shy to up A. It's like I have 600 out of 750 up A. Doesn't matter to me. Because the more life and the more magic I take, the more I'm not going to get to my goal of getting to attack 7, attack 8. I'm going to get to these cliffs where I'm going to get to the gem and I'm going to have to grind a little bit more, and it's not good. We have our water tile here. This is the last item we haven't uncovered that's not in the palace.
Oh,
Candle bag.
The candle.
Candle egg. So he's going to take magic
level.
4. Yeah. Why not?
Yeah, Magic 4 is still fairly cheap, but the problem with Magic 4 is then the Magic 5 can be a lot harder threshold to get over.
And here's the old adage: the Eastern continent has a plethora of pea bags.
Yeah,
he takes another one. He's taken about 1,700 points in pea bags in the last 5 minutes, I believe. One of them was the candle, but still
should be in good shape coming into Palace 5 here.
Yeah, well, good shape, yes. From the Countess's point of view, it looks like a long Palace 5.
Yeah, that is true.
And there are.
And you have to wonder, when you get, if you feel like you're behind, like, do you maybe take a gamble and go left when you should go right?
I know that, the legend himself, Digshake, says that sometimes maybe in Great Palace he'll do that.
Oh, we found Boss Guma.
Yeah.
On Countess's side here.
I believe that
taking a left was not the right decision.
No, I think
a gamble pay off.
I think KoolandtheGang was just in the. No, he wasn't. Okay, he was in one of those dead end rooms. Thought maybe for a second he was in an item room, but the item in Palace 5 is to the left.
Yeah. The
one more hit here.
Looks the same as the as in 1 and 2, I believe.
Yes. So Guma has been dispatched. His XP is not there, I don't think. 2970 is not attack 6.
No, but I mean, all of his levels are pretty high at this point.
Yeah, but he only has
5,
one
6,
palace
6.
left.
So he's gonna defer and try and get attack 6 elsewhere.
Okay. So again,
I know he took at least one death on Guma, but
this plays right into the conversation we've had for the last 8 minutes. What do you do and when? He's going to take the full complement of XP and then farm for the additional to get him to the next level on the way. He took a death on Guma, you said, right? So
yeah, he got to Guma with very low health. Took a death the first time, so he
right. So
maybe he has one more life left. Yeah, he's got one more left.
He's not in a position to up A. Things can go very wrong with this mace throwing lizard.
Oh, double lizards.
Yeah.
It's not fun.
Yeah, no. So there's a little time wasted. We passed through the cave, but it's a little time wasted because he thought he was gonna fight that one blue one, and then the other one's it's taking more hits there.
Taking one of those on is an idea, but
yeah. This is a situation where, well, he found the Fortunate Fairy, which was good. So it was becoming one of those situations where, was he going to start farming and lose all that XP?
Yeah, and that's really, really demoralizing, of course.
Oh, yeah. I think KoolandtheGang is just continuously finding the dead end rooms on the right, but we know from how long it took Countess there, it's quite a path to...
Yeah,
actually that was the same dead end room we first found.
So I'm not. Did he get turned around? Maybe
he might have found the loop. Yeah, he might have looped. This is I believe this is the dead end room with the no key and a statue that gives you nothing at the end and a dripping pylon.
Just a really mean room.
I actually misidentified a room as this one my first race today, practice race, and yeah, it took me forever to get through 5. Just totally flaked on it.
Was it like Guma room? And
No,
you just thought, oh,
no, it was the room where I don't know, it wasn't even a room. It was like it was just a regular through room with zones on both sides. Oh no! See, this is not the that's not the key room, because those are in 5. Those in yeah.
oh yeah, he thought this was the dead end room with the fire pillars, but
Yeah.
okay. And Countess found Palace 6 here.
How's he looking? 5 magic containers, huh?
Yeah, he got his attack 6. I missed that, but
How much is Thunder? 81. He needs another magic container to cast it.
oh yeah. Well, there's one back on in Western Hyrule in the Heart Cave, but
It's the only one he didn't find. He's the only one he didn't find over there. And there's
we haven't seen any other magic containers.
no, 2 of the 3 are in 4. 2 of the 3 left. 2 of the 4 left are in 4, 5, or 6.
Yeah, so I'm not sure we'll.
And the other thing
See
is
that.
the magic key.
This room that Cool is in is just. I can't stand this room. This is one of my least favorite rooms.
And it's worse when you accidentally press down a little bit and just stab yourself
Oh.
right through the block.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
just.
Any room with those red polar bear idiots that shoot their snowballs through their eyes or whatever they do,
Yeah.
it's
those
guaranteed
things are
damage.
really obnoxious.
Yeah, it's guaranteed damage. There's no way of getting around with it.
Then that's a room that Cow just got out of. Is also one of my least favorites.
Oh, absolutely. And if you come from this side, for some reason, if you drop down and it's just miserable for some reason going that direction.
Yeah.
Buzz Thunder dropping the
Dragon
Disturbed reference. I thought he only knew of Warren Zevon musically.
Ooh, Countess getting knocked by the dragon the second time.
Yeah, well, you just might as well go for the hat trick at this point. Sometimes I feel like, if it gets you so salty, it's just like, well, now I need a reason to get mad. So, oh no, and he just short jumped.
Yeah, he decides to end it a little early and
Yeah.
not take the third trip to the lava.
Yeah, I definitely can't poke fun at the short jump because, man, sometimes I do that just for no reason at all.
Yeah.
Sometimes I
find,
oversteer myself as well, overcorrect momentum when I don't need to.
Yeah, I find in Barba's room I get flustered and do that a lot, or like just walk into the lava, don't even get hit. It's like, okay,
If I cast jump to fight Barbara and I got to go back and get XP, I can not make that jump. I have to ferry out.
getting back into that narrow hallway.
Yeah, I got to make sure I have enough magic to ferry out. See if you've got the item room here. Is this the item room? Yes, it is. I think it is. Yeah, because I think the ones with the horse heads on the wall is the pass through. Goomba fight on the KoolandtheGang side, and then the Rebenek part 3. I think this would be, not part 2. On this side for the item, which is either at this point it's the magical key, master key, whatever you want to call it, or one of the 2 magic containers we have not uncovered.
I think I was hoping for a magic container.
Oh yeah, because magic key is probably pretty much useless for him at this point. It is. I wonder if the magic key has rules in it where it can't be in 6.
I wouldn't think so. Most of the rules are to prevent impossible playthroughs and
yeah, well that's
not uselessness.
That's definitely true. The key should be giving you the middle finger if you find it in 6. How about that? Countess is going to go the opposite direction here, maybe for Jar. Okay.
Checking for a jar.
Yeah.
But he had full magic, so I guess maybe he wanted to heal up a little.
And he did not place the gem. He almost placed the gem.
Yeah, decided to go. Looks like he's going to grind some XP.
It's just so unfortunate, and I can't tell if it's because he took life 5 If it's because he went too easy through all the dungeons and then had to backtrack to do it, mismanagement, or it's just stingy XP from all the dudes.
I haven't seen too many of the easy to kill monsters, that had good XP.
I mean, the red
With
nut
the
knuckle
skull
is
bubble.
70. I think 100 for the doom knocker. The bubble was the shield or the bubble.
30?
Yeah, it was 30. It's
Yeah, it's not
it
great.
seems very stingy because if you want to compliment both players, they're probably making the most of what they're getting right now.
Yeah.
Both of them are in a little bit of low for the where they are. So what does KoolandtheGang do here? I really would doubt he jumps over the gem.
Yeah, he's just gonna suck it up.
I guess you have to. I'm not a player who plays this low level.
Yeah, I mean,
Well, or I sometimes I'm forced to do it, but I'm not. I don't do it well.
I don't know that I finish the seed with this low. Like I'd like to, but
if you look at my SRL times on all the races I've done, it's situations like these that turn them into 2 hours and 50 minutes, 3 hours, kind of stuff. Yeah, because multiple deaths in Great Palace as a result. Not a lot of health. Low magic containers on top of it, and low, life containers on top of it. Health heart containers. It's unfortunate right now. It's
yeah, having only five of each container for cool. He's
yeah, with magic 4 and life 5. You can't cast thunder. What are you gonna do? You got to go back and grind a magic level, or you got to jump into other palaces and try to find the item to do it. But he's halfway to where he needs to be, so he's really just gonna stand still and grind these lizard men.
Yeah, and this little patch of grass he's found here. And the encounter is not wanting to cooperate there.
No.
Usually I wish to be so lucky there, but not exactly what he was hoping for.
Yeah, chat just reminded me that it's normally in times like these where I make a corny little references to their levels and what it relates to, and say that, hey, they're on the 666 number of the beast strats right now, but they're really not strats. It's just they're unfortunately at these levels because of stingy XP and stuff. But he's found KoolandtheGang has found a good
nice little
yeah, because you get 300 per encounter plus the bots or whatever. Yeah. Needless to say, he can celebrate good times in this spot, but that was an hour and 44 minutes too late. Get Down on It, I think, is my favorite of the KoolandtheGang songs.
I'm not sure that I know too many more than those two, though.
Yeah, it's probably. I'll probably, just group other band songs in there as well, like the Bee Gees and Casey and the Sunshine Band. It's like, yeah, it's all KoolandtheGang. It's fine. Don't worry about it. All right, so great. Yeah.
Looks to be pretty arduous as well.
Yes, and KoolandtheGang still has to go there, and he's not that far behind. I mean, the one thing he's far behind on is, he's behind on levels. He's behind on heart containers, magic containers, and he's behind on distance, where he is compared to where TheCowness is. But you take that one turn in the Great Palace, and it's over.
Yeah, this is one of those times that you could, do Dig Shake's left strat. But the key to that is knowing you're behind.
Knowing you're behind. Looks like Countess is going to get this key here. I didn't necessarily notice if he was key blocked.
He collected a handful of keys the last few times I've been looking over there, so I don't think so. I wonder if he's just not that familiar with the room. I
was kind of, we don't know much about him, and that's what we were saying earlier in the race. what he knows, what he doesn't know. It looked like he knew pretty much everything I thought maybe a player, an unknown player or new player would not know.
Yeah, that's true. Maybe he did just want the key.
Maybe.
But this is the last dungeon he's in, so there's not any locked doors in Great Palace.
No.
So it's not something you have to worry about going forward.
And the whole going left strat and all that is, if you feel like you're behind, both guys may feel like they're behind. Both may go left. Both guys may feel like they're fortunate because they found something, and they feel like the other guy maybe didn't get.
Yeah, and I think this race is it's not settled at this point.
No, my little recap. He's behind on every part of the scorecard.
But he's not that far behind.
But there's still the knockout in Great Palace that he won't get the judge's decision, but at the same time he can just get that Buster Douglas punch on Mike Tyson, and shock the world.
Great equalizer there, the Great Palace.
There you go. You said it. The one thing I don't think the Countess has to worry about is doing game overs in the Great Palace. Those chicken knights, man, those Fockers, they can get on top of you when you're trying to jump over them in the block areas or whatever.
When they're in those block rooms. Yeah. If you can't get the little the perch up on the blocks to dispatch them, they're...
Oh, but then if they jump up there, you're just stuck with them right there, and you can't really hope to get out.
Yeah, cool. I don't think has seen where Palace 6 is, and I didn't really see how Cow came to be there.
I think just like in the Western continent, it was just kind of like there. They just had to keep exploring. It looked like one big linear winding plane of a path.
Oh, that's right. It was the winding road of San Francisco, you called it, or something like that.
Yeah. I needed to find something better than that, but that was the only thing that came out of my mouth. Well, actually, no. I mean, it's land. It's like it's on its own island, much like the reflex spell was right there. One cave got to it, and I'm not too sure even if the boots could get to it, even though there was water tiles there. That's very interesting. I mean, look at this. One guy that we had so far behind is entering 6, while the other guy's still in it. That we had so far ahead.
The final Rebenak there.
Yeah, and I wonder what happened, because we were talking about KoolandtheGang farming for a long time, and it looks like Shia said that he's up aid quite a bit of times. KoolandtheGang in Palace 6.
Yeah. He finds Barbara, though, so...
Yeah, he looks like he's going to be content on making him come into the third pit and not jumping over to the first. Or maybe he's going to cast jump to do it now.
With the... Ooh! Go for the jackhammer.
And all that jackhammering, and it was 1 bar of health. Attack 6.
I'd be interested to see if he's going again for it.
Yeah, attack 6 plus increased HP.
This is a bold move.
Yeah, I always say that this fight is very safe. You can get it done. It'll cost you a little bit of time, but if you're aggressive and you're not comfortable with it, you can very easily just get knocked right into the pit.
Yeah,
but you can bide your time.
I've given up on aggressive strats for Barba.
I did it once, and I was the greatest man ever. It was, seriously, I did a victory lap. And then I think I died the next 4 times I tried to do it, or I couldn't even just jump on his head again for the next 6 times. There's a death.
Takes a death on it.
Yeah.
See if he goes for the aggressive strats again, or if he maybe plays it a little more conservative this time. Did he have 2 more lives, or just 1 more?
He had both lives left after this. After that
Going
death,
for the aggression.
Yeah, I mean, listen, the players that can practice these fights and can do these fights, I mean, they'll do it. they'll keep going. Tin Cup. Just keep doing it.
Yeah, sometimes that's what you gotta do. Oh, that does not look like it's gonna go well.
No,
Nope.
it does not. Fairy soft locks you there too.
Oh,
Oh no,
can't
well
get
it
out.
does. It doesn't soft lock you. You can just die, but
But it doesn't save you.
no, it doesn't save you at all. So last life here, and this is very interesting. Kool and the Gang took a death in the lava in this board as well. The one we despise.
The two block wall room.
Yeah. You save yourself a fairy, you go all the way to the other side, and you're like, okay, I can't do this. I know better. And you come back into the other side just to come through again.
Oh, still not. Still going with the aggressive strats here.
Look at that health that Barbara has. And well, both guys have 6. I thought Kool and the Gang had 5 for a second.
I think he recently got attack 6.
Yeah. Takes a
That was
fireball
what
to
he
the
was
face.
farming for.
All right, he's calming down now. He seems to get it.
Yeah.
There it goes.
Did a couple of the jackhammer strats on the middle pit there, and then thought better of it.
Has to make
It's
that
like-
jump. Okay, he's got it. Tell you what, I fear that jump sometimes. Short jumping for some reason.
Just
Yeah. Well, you know how like
rattled after a fight and just walk right into the lava.
And I think I can speak for most players. They have that tick where you're constantly just jumping and hitting your sword, swinging your sword.
Oh yeah.
And then I kind of tend to do that after a boss. And then, like, you know, there's a lava pit there, so I'll short jump right in, possibly short jump right into the pit if I don't just recognize I'm trying to do that.
Yeah, like after most of the bosses during where the screen's flashing, you can jump all around and stab, have a little victory party, but I always find that I'm quite still after the Barba fight.
He saves himself, but he's got to come back out. Yeah, he looped. He looped or didn't take a jump. He fell down the wrong thing twice, maybe. Ooh, that's a game over right there. So as much ground as he was making up, he's going to be
a bit behind again.
Yeah, a bit behind. It's going to come down to Ken
remembers clearly where the Valley of Death was.
Yeah, it's going to come down to can he handle the Great Palace at 667? He's got plenty of life. He's got enough magic. How much does Thunder cost at Magic 6? We're going to find out. Can he get out off... What's that?
It's like 81, wasn't it?
That was at 5, right? Or was that still
81.
Was that 6?
Still
81. So he can...
667.
Yeah, he's going to have 15 magic points left. Can he even get off a shield or reflect or a life?
I don't think reflect. Oh, I missed him.
It looks like shield was like 9. And something else was like 13.
Yeah, shield is usually pretty cheap.
Yeah. But I don't know if he's more comfortable doing it. He's a player who's more comfortable doing it with jump or whatever. Now, this is a design of the game, not the randomizer, but the game that I never understood. This whole jumping up 3 blocks.
Yeah.
It's like they tested it. It's pixel perfect. It's like they tested it and got it like right on the first try. They're like, okay, it's good.
Yeah. And like you have to be running full speed to do it, and it's just it's pretty obnoxious.
Yeah. All right. So this is one of the ones I hate in Great Palace. Well, that's not it. No, the one with the lava. Not this one with the lava, but the one with the collapsing bridge and the lava.
Yeah. This one when you get the fire breathing guys.
Yeah.
He decides that it didn't go well enough.
He used fairy?
He used fairy, but then up-aid. But
he wasn't that far. He was 2 rooms in. Maybe he was concerned about the magic he used and knowing he needs thunder, like everything for thunder.
Yeah, but
yeah.
Not a lot of wiggle room with the magic here.
No, but again, if you feel like you're behind, I don't know if you really take that up A there. We know better, but
Yeah, it's coming up on the 2 hour mark here, so I wonder if both of them, are nervously looking over at IRC.
Yeah. It's.
Ooh,
Oh, did he make it? He made it. Oh no, he didn't make it. It looked like he
just
made it.
barely.
Yeah, this is rough. You try to, you can. He short jumped that. He almost fell in again. This
Takes
is.
the ferry.
That's a room where you can take your time. Well, actually, with the red ropes are annoying, but
They're pretty rough.
yeah, you can take your time. You can get over there. You can do it.
Well, and like going through that room, that there's a ferry on the far end, so like it's better to take a hit than to try to push it.
Yeah, the hit can push you right in the pit. Though.
That's true.
Yeah,
You have to be careful of that too.
I just gotta watch out here. This is one of my least favorite things is to get into this area where KoolandtheGang is right now, and then King Bot shows up like right there.
Yeah, Kingbot in the blocks, the game doesn't seem to deal with that too well.
No, and he kind of just
he gets a little freaky in there.
Yeah, and sometimes he does the Poochie from Itchy and Scratchy, and he's got to go back to his planet, and he just starts like going straight up the screen.
Yeah,
like it's the craziest thing.
Hangs out by your life meter up there.
Yeah, and then sometimes jumps, and you take damage on the floor because of him.
Yeah.
So we got Rebenek, second Rebenek fight here, and I'm not too sure how far after
I think it was fairly close.
Barbara is. Yeah, you kind of feel like it was.
I lost track of it.
I lost track of Great Palace already. Actually, no, I think from there I can. Yeah.
He's not had too many choices yet.
No.
Just the elevator after the lava fairy room.
Yeah. There's been 2 of these rooms, right? This is the second one?
Yeah.
This is the one with the crazy. So you can see even 8 at life 7, 8 bars is not enough.
Oh, and so here's Barba, right? Yeah.
Okay, so let's see how
right
he
after.
fights him.
Oh, and he gets the crumbly bridge room.
How do you do that? But he's got. Now what is he gonna do?
Yeah, it was impressive, but for nothing.
He could have tried to get the red jar. In one of
red
those
jar.
blocks. I've so many times I've been holding down and just pushed my fairy right into the lava in this room.
Yeah.
Looking at chat or something.
Try and damage boost up there, or?
Nah, it's a dead end. Oh.
I mean, yeah, it's a dead end, but you can boost your way up there, and he decides against that.
Oh, on the ceiling, and then walk to the right?
Yeah. And then, you can go to whatever room is connected to the right, and then come back and go through the drop if you choose.
Oh, that's very cool. I didn't even know that.
Yeah, I think the task record run does that.
Oh, does it?
Is where I saw it. But I've never seen a human perform it, but I've seen someone try, so I guess it maybe is feasible. I don't know. It's not something I'm able to do, so I don't worry about it too much.
Well, Barbara's dead. And
Yeah,
he'll be running into the Great Palace now. He's not going to be so well while...
He saves up his points for attack 7. 745 going into Great Palace. It's not something I'd be very excited about.
No, I mean, not at all. But again, it's just you're like a victim at that point. There's nothing you can do. I don't even have any fancy. These attack levels are so low that I don't even have any fancy terms for him.
Yeah, and he actually
he went 666.
Yeah,
656.
I thought he would take attack 7, but he actually just used that XP to get a couple levels. It's always satisfying, when you get attack 8 and still have a gem left. You can, just dump all those things,
Oh, yeah.
all those points.
Oh, there he goes.
It's not even gonna try.
No. He realized that wasn't going to end well immediately, and then did it, and then possibly not taking his time because he feels like he's behind.
going through the secret elevator.
Yeah, no real reason to. Well, I guess every magic you can get, but this could be a.
Yeah, because that room's a dead end, right?
That room's a dead end, yeah. But that could have been a chicken anyway. So.
It would have, been an unpleasant surprise.
Here you go. Here's the room I hate, especially this variation of it, where there's fire dudes everywhere and there's bubbles and.
This room is just kind of a nightmare, no matter how you roll it.
I mean, the only room worse than this, or the ones we've been complaining about, the bridge encounter room, that or the road encounter room that I had for my race before, where you can't even take a step and there's birds and boneheads flying at you, and it was miserable.
Oh,
miserable.
And you have to like go over the bridge with gaps, or the little stone pillars with the gaps.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a seed with one of those.
There's Thunderbird.
Weeks ago. Oh yeah, look at that.
No, can cast Thunder. I don't think he's taken a death since he's obeyed and came back.
So either.
Yeah, so now he's got to dodge into the fireballs, which is just as hard as dodging away from him when you need to.
Two tries here.
Yeah.
He'll be able to do Thunder and Shield and have 6 magic left.
He didn't queue up Thunder. There he goes. Opts to just cast it when he's on the thing. How much does one hit with Shield and Life 7 take? Let's see.
We'll find out. Maybe.
Yeah, that's if he gets hit.
Ooh. Takes a bar and a half. That's
there you go.
So he's got 4 more hits in him. That's not too bad, actually. 6 hits.
I was trying that Dolphin. I never actually tried that myself. I just seen it in task videos.
Yeah, I've only ever accidentally dolphined.
I've hit him. Yeah, I've hit him 3 times once on a cycle instead of 2, and it's probably because I was trying to set up my next like jump.
Yeah.
And accidentally did it, but it doesn't take much to die to Thunderbird. It just KoolandtheGang has just got to get there, and it could really make a game over here. Could really make this a race if KoolandtheGang could get into.
He's well on his way. Through the lava path now.
Yeah, he's taking the. Well, this was a regular encounter, I believe. See if he's going to do it. Yeah, he's going to do the fairy feat. Limited MP. He didn't get it. He's got nothing now, magic-wise. He's just got to kind of power through there. He's going to take the death.
Yeah. Yeah, not being able to cast fairy more than once, I think I would just cast fairy and go through. I have a really hard time doing fairy feat on. Yeah. Is it on that side or the other side? One of the sides, I just can't do it. I don't remember which one it is now.
Everyone has a preference. It's like the picture. Is it an old lady or is it a duck or whatever the picture is? It's like half the people see one thing, half the people see the other thing. A rabbit or a duck,
Yeah.
Is the old lady looking left or looking right? Optical illusions. You do one or the other. Everyone sees that preference. They can't do it from one side, but they can do it easily from the other.
Yeah, it's interesting because it seems like it's pretty symmetrical with the setup and everything, so I'm not sure why I struggle with one way.
And there's the Wamboozle.
Yeah, so now the virtual spoon here as they both walk through the entryway.
Wow. Do you want to take my other Rolodex of terms?
I figured if you're commentating with me, I might as well.
Well, yeah, might as well, right? There, it's neck and neck now. That game over was pretty bad. Oh, here we go.
No, but Cow still has the advantage of knowledge here. He knows where he's going.
Yes, he does. But he's still flying right onto that first tile every time, man. I'm getting scared. There's a death, and here's possibly another death, but he knows better. Man, I've not seen. And this is only the first time that KoolandtheGang has been going through this room, but nobody's been clean through that room yet.
No, and decides that death wasn't worth it.
No, I mean, listen, you have 6 magic containers. You might have to take a death before Thunderbird. You want them all.
Yeah. I think the Thunderbird path is pretty standard.
Yeah, but like you said, the knowledge is on TheCowness' side. There we go. Now he's a little. Now he's just like, all right. Now he can proceed. Now he's got to get to these ropes. Oh, see, there's a little step down here is kind of the bad part.
These are the worst ones.
He's got it. He's a pro. Back at Thunderbird for KoolandtheGang now. Okay. Oh, I was going to say he takes a hit, but he's intentionally dying. Yeah.
I think Cool is going the wrong way for Thunderbird. The correct path was to go up after that lava room, but I don't know for sure.
Yes, because I did see KoolandtheGang go up.
But this leads to that dead end over the drop room.
KoolandtheGang is not, and Thunderbird has a ton of health. Well, actually, it's always the same, I think, but with attack level 6, it's even worse. He's not doing the pendulum, so he's basically standing there, and Thunderbird's making it rain, and it's very hard to dodge in that little area. You get the pendulum going, you can kind of jump through the fireballs.
You get those gaps that you can.
Yeah.
It's to your advantage. Cool deciding to use the perch strategy here.
Yeah, the whole camping with a sniper rifle. He's just gonna sit there and hit the thing every time he pokes its head out, and then probably get yelled at on Xbox Live because he's camping.
Yeah, get called some unsavory things.
Yeah, both players have made easy work of that. He gets the red jar though, because he can't cast fairy. So that was a step in the right direction. But I think that when KoolandtheGang didn't live long enough on this side, maybe, and again he takes another game over. I think he may have never gone back in this direction. Oh no, because this was the dead end.
It was the dead end,
right, yeah. But this is crazy right now. How close of a race it is.
It really is. Here you gotta wonder why Cool's bothering with the backtracking. It's
well, I mean, it's hard.
It's like 2 rooms in, the only decision that you could have made.
Yeah, but he's got to jump over the lava room again. I know it's silly to say, like, you could probably do that like 4 times. There he goes. There's his up A. You could probably do that 4 times up Aing by the time it takes you to backtrack anyway, but there's something to progressing and going backwards where it's not in people's mind to up A. He's going to go left now.
Interesting.
Yeah, this is maybe this spicy chicken.
The spicy chicken will dissuade him.
Yeah, well, not really. We had a race that the race that Jackmas won earlier in the week. The deciding factor in him winning is he got into a room and died, or game overed, and just never wanted to go back that way. So he
I think I saw that one.
Yeah, so he explored the other path, and hey, look who's there. Thunderbird Darklink, or just Darklink, or whatever it was at the time. I think it might have just been Darklink.
Yeah, there's like a blue Faka in there or something.
Yeah, and he's just like, all right, nope,
got him.
We're not going to go that way. And while the other guy had more health, more life, and was able to survive in that room, and then just kept going. So here's round 4,
and another dead end for Cool. Which,
he up is now. He has that only other path.
Back on the track.
Yeah. Round 4 doesn't seem to be going as well as better than round 1 to 3 here.
This is tough. I'm not sure I'd ever beat this particular version of Thunderbird.
No, attack 6, life 7, 8 heart containers should be okay. There's a can he get fairy off in time? He does. He's just gonna go on. Man, that room though.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
Yeah, I think it has more to do with the strats right now that KoolandtheGang is doing. He's trying the dolphin, or whatever that's called, and I'm not exactly sure.
Panic dolphin.
Yeah, the panic dolphin. Okay, and he's not doing the dig pendulum, where you just bring him down on both sides. Especially without jump. I feel like the Panic Dolphin works better when you have jump and you just can keep doing it.
Yeah.
Instead of waiting for the low point.
At that point, I think you're sort of just tanking
Yeah.
the hits. You know, you're just trying to kill him before he kills you.
Right, because you have to get him at a specific spot low.
Look at that. Cool finds Thunderbird.
Yeah, we have a
Let's take
virtual
an intentional
spoon,
step.
ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
Oh, and another game over.
This is very surprising. Well, that was an intentional death, so
Yeah, he didn't have enough.
can't get too excited about that.
But he has 2 tries, so you know,
Yeah,
he got here without dying.
and he is a good player when it comes to, or I at least know him as a good player. Whereas Countess, I don't know his abilities and skills. He looks like he's just having a tough time with attack 6 and no jump.
Yeah.
I think.
But you know, Cool has significantly less health to deal with here, both a level lower and 2 less containers.
Yeah, I mean he might have to. He might can only. Well, no, he's taken 2, so he's got 3 hits, maybe 4, because of that sliver.
But he's getting the pendulum.
Yeah, and there's the difference. I mean, you see how much easier he's taking less hits. He's getting more hits on Thunderbird. Still may
might
not
survive one more hit.
Yeah, and let's see. One more hit should do it. And T-Bird down on KoolandtheGang side. Wow, this was a.
That's.
It's not over yet. Dark Link could still be hidden behind a bunch of
palace.
Yeah.
Yeah. We haven't seen too much of it.
We've seen it probably, I would say, 1/4 to 1/3 of the palace, with no rooms left to be desired. But now here's where it could open up: pits to fall down, choices to be made, lefts to be had.
Yeah, and you have to be careful with the pits at this point because they can lead you. Although we didn't see any pit landings yet.
Did we see a one room with
there's the
room
one, the dead end pit
Yeah.
land. So yeah, you know, taking a gamble going down a pit could set you back before Thunderbird even.
Here's one of those drops now, but I'm not too sure he had another option.
I think he walked by an elevator.
Oh, did he? Okay. Oh yeah, it was one of those elevator mid-room kind of deals.
Yeah.
1 life left.
Ooh.
Flocker sandwich.
Yeah.
He's got to be careful.
That's.
You know, if Countess can get by Thunderbird here, and he's having a little bit better of a time now, and just as I say that, he jumps into 2 fireballs.
Gets jinxed.
Yeah, I'm bad at that. I have to apologize to everybody in advance.
Oh, he's looks like he's opted for the pendulum strat here. Maybe he heard that it was better. Or he's just tired of game overing.
Yeah, this might be backup strats. This might be his safe. He knows it's safe. He knows it's or safer.
Yeah, well, and you know we saw him playing very aggressively against Barbo.
Yeah, that was bad.
See if
not
he,
bad. It was just a bad death, not bad play.
Yeah.
It's hard. Yeah, I tell you what. If there's any, like, if I had a choice of like one thing, if Dig Shake gave me a Christmas gift and it was like, hey, listen, you can do one thing you want. Do you want to give the glove give you a middle finger? You know, do you want to write all the flavor text for all the NPCs? I think I'd be like, no, you know what? I would like to somehow change this background in Great Palace for the Thunderbird fight so I can see the fireballs, or maybe just turn the fireball sprites into Bagu heads. And just like make them like stand out a little bit more, but it's a limitation of sprites on a screen, I believe, at the same time.
Yeah, the NES can only draw, I believe, 8 sprites in a horizontal row, so
they
start to flicker beyond that.
There's a game over on KoolandtheGang's side. So if Countess can get out of this, he resumes the lead.
Yeah, that's one hit for either of them here. Sudden death fight with Thunderbird.
This is.
Ooh, it's gonna get it. Oh, it was actually 2, but
he's got it now though. Now he's
both through. So yeah, it's a race once more. Or still, I guess it's not.
I do want you to write the flavor text. The problem with writing the flavor text for the NPCs is everyone's just gonna BB out of it anyway. Force them to talk to people. Thunderbird's gate only opens if you place 6 gems and talk to 25 NPCs and taking the test about what they say.
Oh man, like the old style DRMs where you had to look at the manual.
Yeah, police quest. This is how you properly arrest somebody and duck behind cover behind the car door. Fairy there, right there.
Had a little trouble getting in the elevator with the fairy.
No, you gotta go all the way down and catch the bottom of the elevator, and that's
It's not even to deal with this room. Just
you don't. This room is the worst.
Just want none of that.
None of that. I think the NPC that talks about 5,000 point GeoGuessr Finland guesses. Those are my favorite NPCs. We'll put those in the game. Neither player has made it to Thunderbird's room, right? And through yet? Or did oh, here we go now. Oh, so maybe KoolandtheGang did it. Did it already?
Yeah, this room isn't on the way.
So I posed a question to somebody after a race. I think it was Jackamus, because I think he was the lowest level player I saw go into Great Palace in any of the races I had the privilege of calling. And I said, at what point in time do you turn around and grab a heart container, grind a level? I think that point in time is not on these players' minds. But
yeah, if I remember, he said there is no point where he does that. Like just
Dig Shake 2, there's none.
You just keep on fighting.
But if they did it earlier, if they did it just before they arrived here, and it's hindsight, how much in better shape would either of them be?
Yeah, I mean, like the levels look high, but like 2970 isn't that. It's not really that hard to get if you can find a good encounter. You can get it in just a few minutes time.
But those few minutes, you already feel like your opponent's going to type .done in any time.
And it's like,
yeah.
You don't want to spend the few minutes.
No.
And then you just keep not wanting to spend the few minutes.
So he must have dropped down there already, and he decided not to do it again.
Cool's going for the bridge pit here.
Yeah. Did he find a dead end on the other side? Because I was watching with. Oh, there we go. We're behind Thunderbird.
Dead end on the other side, and the bridge pit takes you back to the beginning.
Yeah, we're behind Thunderbird, and this was something Jay Coper pointed out that I took notice of. When you drop, you can come back behind Thunderbird, and Darklink always has to be. Oh no!
There was the double king bot there.
KoolandtheGang just got double buzz thundered.
I think it looked like he
did he avoid the second
escaped
one?
the second one.
Oh man.
Once bitten, twice shy.
Buzz Thunder's worst nightmare coming true, and KoolandtheGang is
yeah, and he's gone to bed. He missed it. He didn't even get to see it.
Well, he knew Great Palace was coming, and he knew that was going to happen, so he doesn't want to see it.
Yeah.
We're dropping down here now. Most people I talk to like to find this side of this room and drop down here.
Because in vanilla, this is the way to go. So I think there's that association that this is going to be the right way because
it's the placebo. It's like every time you find this, you think you're there. And I was expecting actually to find Darklink there, but we have another room.
Yeah, was a little worried about the Buzz Thunder there. Did the upstab just in case there was nothing there.
All I do continuously is in this, because if I ever get Buzz Thundered, I'd never hear it. The end of it. For as much as I give problems with it, we're moving on.
Yeah, that's
This is
plenty of rooms here. It's hard to say if this is the right way
yeah.
yet.
We're running out of rooms though.
It's getting down there.
We're running out. I can never find that red jar when I need it. In this room.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, here we go. Countess.
It doesn't look like he'll have too much trouble with his health.
No.
No fire strats though. That's
No.
kind of disappointing.
I haven't seen I've seen people die to Dark Link, but that's maybe because they're on their last hit anyway. It decides to jump.
Yeah.
I haven't seen people game over to Dark Link. So he should be able to handle this easily.
Was it yesterday? I don't remember. I watched a race where there were several game overs on both sides, or not on each side, several, but total between the racers, a few game overs to Dark Link.
Oh, really? Wow. And there it is, Countess. 2:21 on his time. Official SRL time of 2:22:05. Congratulations. We'll see if we can get him on the thing. Throw that up there. Is that the right thing? Okay. See if we can get him on. I offered the invite. I don't know if he's set up, if he's hooked up.
Yeah, this is my first time using Discord.
Yeah, a couple of racers didn't really even join it until this point in time. They're like, "What Discord?" Okay.
Yeah. Looks like Cool is on the right path now.
Yeah, it looked like Countess was just like, not listening to you, AngryLarry. I'm just gonna get up.
Unfortunately, he doesn't find the red jar that he needed.
No, at these levels, if I needed it, I just might go back over and over again until I got it. Instead of taking the death.
Each time you enter the room?
Yeah, so long as you don't kill him, I think.
Interesting.
If you kill him, you gotta exit the palace and come back in.
Yeah. Letting the big bubble out.
Yeah, you gotta do what you gotta do.
So you said Countess didn't seem interested in a post game, huh?
Well, I don't know. He might not have. I don't know. I might have typed it, and he might have already stood up. But then I saw it later on his, the delay. So.
Yeah, it's hard to know how delayed anything is.
We're on a delay of a delay too. It seems like to the humanoids in chat. Dark Link for KoolandtheGang.
Looks like shouldn't be a problem for him either.
No.
Digging this orange tunic that he got though. Just noticing now.
Yeah, that's
the color of it.
That's a nice one. I think there's only.
I always feel cheated when I get a green tunic on shuffle.
Yeah, I think I've only gotten like 2 colors ever. But yeah, he's 224.
So it's a very close race.
2.5 minutes, but he does not know how much he gained.
Yeah.
Carrot Link. That's good. I like that one. But see if he wants to jump in.
Did he get a level at some point?
No, he was 666. He had the number of the beast strats on his way in. I think he got it on the way to the Great Palace. No, he decided to just take it. Hey, what's going on?
He only has 10 XP now. Oh, did someone join us?
No, I thought so, but I guess not.
It's just us in here again.
Maybe
yeah, he only has 10 XP now, so seems strange. I don't know.
That does seem strange. He didn't kill anything on the way, maybe. After an up A. Well, no, I guess he killed Dark Link. I don't know, but
Dark Link give XP? I've never really paid attention to that.
I don't think Dark Link gives XP. I don't know. Link's Shadow gives 0 to 0. It can go up and down. Actually, I wonder if I wonder if he could give 2 or 3 XP. Based on the
from
levels.
the shuffling.
Yeah. I don't know if either runner is joining us here. I sent the invite in IRC, but neither of them have responded to it. Neither of them have showed up. So basically, it was a pretty crazy seed here. So what's the link for joining? Dig Shake, you might have to help me out here. I don't know how to get him into the Discord if you're around.
Here, I can make a link. Where were they asking? In IRC?
In my chat.
Your chat.
I'm having the worst time trying to move this stupid Discord program.
Oh, is it interfering with everything you're trying to do?
I can't like grab it like it's a window and then move it around screen to screen. Like
we got cool in here. I think it says he's muted though.
Yeah, we'll see if he unmutes.
And the TheCowness. Hello.
Hey guys, good games by the way.
Yeah, that was really close.
It was really close.
Yes, it was. A
And
lot of fun to watch.
Yeah, and it looked like a really XP poverty seed. Did you guys have trouble maintaining your levels because you were not getting XP?
On the west or the second continent, yeah, definitely.
Because we were speculating, like we were like, what was going wrong? And we opened our eyes around Palace 4 or Palace 5. It's just like every time you guys get to this gem, it just seems like you have the decision. Well, do I jump over it? Do I just place it and take what I get? And yeah. So
in general, I was just ready to plow through it. I think because I had all the items that I absolutely needed, so I just decided I was going for it.
Yeah, you took a very slow and methodical approach on the Western continent to kind of like get all the things. I don't think you ever got to the Heart Container Cave, but
I think I missed one thing other than a couple of palace items at the end.
What was your decision to jump into Death Mountain instead of going to the Eastern Palace to kind of flesh it out over there, grab the items, grab the spells?
I found it on accident, so I just kind of went for it. I decided to at least check like the big area that I started in, and then that led to I think another area, and I found the item pretty quickly.
Yeah,
and I had the fairy spell, so I figured I could just fly over the red axe dudes if I ran into them.
Yeah,
that was a big part of it. I really hate getting walled at the start of it if I have no spells.
Yeah, absolutely. Gank, when you were on the Western continent, you were jumping back and forth between the West and the East. When did it become apparent to you that maybe you had to go into Death Mountain to grab the glove?
I think I was going back and forth. Well, I can't remember what I was doing. I think I was trying to get my spells as well. I tried to go in level 4. Yeah.
Yeah. You did.
Like I did. Yeah. And then I went. Yeah. I think I was looking for the glove and just making sure that it's not in. I was exploring the map. I think. Okay. So first time I went to the Eastern continent, I noticed that I'm blocked because of I don't have the boots. Right.
Yeah.
So I thought even if I get the glove, I can't move forward. So I'm gonna look for the boots, and then I moved back. I went back to the Western continent, and then at this point I was looking for everywhere, but make sure that it's not in that the boots were not in Death Mountain.
Yeah.
I looked in the palaces,
and you found them in Palace 2. We were a little scared.
When I got the glove, I went back, and then I found them in Palace 2. I tried to go in Palace 3. I realized I had a focus problem. My TV, my TV broke and wanted me to fix it, so I had to go upstairs 3 times, I think.
Oh, is that why you paused?
Oh, yeah. We thought you
really
had a
threw me
pizza
off.
delivered.
Yeah, we thought you were getting
Now
pizza
that I
delivered.
know that I lost by probably the amount of time that I spent upstairs trying to fix the TV, she's not going to hear the end of it.
Let me say this: the approach you took to find the items, and it wasn't your fault. It put you behind a great deal, but there was the Great Palace there at the end.
Yeah.
Between the game overs and the fairies and the up A's and the dead ends or whatever, you guys were fighting Thunderbird at the same time
Yeah,
a few
I pretty
times.
much thought so because we were neck and neck, right?
Yeah. No.
And I thought with all the dead ends, I thought for sure he's probably struggling too. That's what I thought.
Yeah.
He's probably had those dead ends as well. So I thought I just got to keep, pushing forward. But yeah, good race, the Cowness. That was really good, really close. I like it.
Yeah, I've never fought Thunderbird with stats like that before, so that was kind of new to me.
Yeah, it was.
We were curious about the level of aggression you had against him, trying to do the panic dolphin, even with such low attack.
What's the panic dolphin?
It's when you kind of mash all the directions and attack at once to try and hit several hits on Thunderbird in a single pass.
You helicopter
Does that
yourself
work?
with the sword, basically, and get a couple extra
It
hits.
didn't work too well for the Countess today, but I've seen it
The
work
most I can
before.
get is 3 hits on one pass, but if I have to be really, it's 3 jumps and 3 hits. It's not like 1 hit, 2 hit, one jump, 2 hits.
Countess, do you normally do that strat with jump? Were you missing an element there, or did you just have a bad leveling?
I don't know. Sometimes I use jump, sometimes I don't.
Yeah.
Like honestly, I've probably only done like 10 randomizers or fewer at this point.
Right.
So.
Well, we were concerned about your level because we kind of jumped onto SRL. You unranked. You weren't in a lot of races, and we haven't seen you in races. So we were kind of like, well, is this a guy who found the game, found the tournament, and just jumped right in? And how much is he going to know? You definitely proved you knew a lot. You skilled at the game. Both of you are very skilled at the game.
Well, what it was that Joshy D had tweeted out that everyone should join this tournament, but he wasn't in it yet, so I joined it to guilt him into joining, and it worked.
There you
So
go.
that's what it was.
And now you have one more win.
Are you buddies with Joshy D? Is what it is?
I've been following his stream for a while, yeah.
Okay. So how long have you played the game, like going back to vanilla? Are you a big Zelda 2 fan?
I haven't played it too many times now.
No.
It's fun
I
though.
played
The
vanilla a
randomizer.
lot more
Yeah.
than this one.
I really like the combat in it. It's got really good combat for an NES game.
I know, and it's solid. There's no glitches.
Yeah.
A lot of these combat games are glitchy.
Have
this
you
one-
done the desert encounters with the axe guys and everything?
I think it a little bit laggy, but
All right, laggy. That's not glitchy.
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah.
We haven't had any of those in that seed.
No. Yeah, maybe you guys
It's-
didn't.
It's when you get the gorillas, I think, that they're throwing all their boomerangs and it gets too much for the NES to handle.
Yeah, it's unfortunate right there, but yeah, it was a really good race. You came from behind, Gank, like nobody's business at the end.
Yeah, well, I had a focus issue at the beginning,
Yeah.
But this game, those are just excuses. This game is tough,
Oh yeah.
And for me, just finishing it feels great. And every time I do, and like, good endeavor. And it's really like, I don't know if you remember, in Rocky, he says like, nothing will hit as hard as life. Well, nothing will hit as hard as this game. It'll beat you down to your knees permanently if you let it.
Absolutely.
It's not about how fast you finish this. It's how much you can get hit and keep moving forward and
Yeah.
keep going.
You guys
and struggling and powering through.
You guys handled those low levels very well. You definitely progressed despite not being able to get attack 8 and all the things you wanted to do, and it just came down to really at the end it's just game overs and having the heart containers and magic containers were an issue too. But
I went back to Maze Island I thought I could get one of those styles I didn't get at the end.
yeah.
And I went and I got a heart, and I thought this is probably going to be helpful.
Yeah, it probably was. You might have one more on Thunderbird. You might have.
Oh, and how trolly was that palace on the deserted little beach there with the tunnel?
Well, let me say this.
Yeah, Palace 6 in the swamp there.
Yeah.
How trolly was that overworld overall?
Yeah. No, and in total it was a very bad seed.
Reflect being boots blocked, the palace
Yeah.
being landlocked down there, and then like you had that part in the Western continent. Maybe I saw it wrong. Maybe we saw it wrong, but it looked like you had to like manipulate yourself around like a ton of mountains just to get to different parts of that area.
Yeah. No, the area. Right. Are you talking east of east?
I'm talking west. I'm talking about where
West.
Palace 2 and 3 were.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. There was like a lots of diagonals and
Yeah.
right.
Stuff you
So
might
you
think
got
is dead
the-
ends. And,
The East didn't intimidate me as much as West. And of course, there was the rock that was blocking, but there was a cave to go up there. The Death Mountain was I really I think I went in circles for a while. How did you, Kaunis? How did you do in Death Mountain?
I found the item pretty fast, actually.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I think it was like one cave between the like where you started and then the item cave,
Yeah, you
And-
got the.
and the
Good for
boulder
you.
was there too. So
Yeah,
like
it was under the bolt. No, it was not under the boulder, right?
uh,
no, it was
was
under the
right
boulder.
near the hammer cave.
yeah, Boulder
Yeah,
was
yeah,
glove,
yeah.
and Trophy was
Yeah,
hammer.
boulder
cave.
was glove. I remember now, and the trophy. And what was the trophy? Was that the reflect spell? No, that was useless something.
Trophy
life
was
or something.
life.
spell.
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 That's right.
Yeah. Life was free. Life was Nuburu.
Yeah. Life was in Navarro.
Yeah, Thirsty Broad was life. But,
What a seed! It was good fun.
yeah, it was good. It-
like hidden by the water, that could have been really easy to miss.
Hmm.
Because for reflect, that was in the destroyed
Oh,
town.
yeah.
So right after you used the raft, you had to walk on the
Yeah.
water north to find it. That could have been easy to
Yeah.
miss.
No,
Yeah, but-
that's cheeky.
We didn't know at that point because you found it, Countess. We didn't know at that point, Gank, if you knew that you needed the boots.
Yeah, I knew. That's why I was. That's why I didn't
Yeah.
go. I think I
Well-
found the glove, and then I'm like, "That's it. I gotta go and look in those palaces."
Yeah.
Then
Then
I
we
went
saw
and
you
I looked
too.
into. And, yeah.
Saw you leave too without the item. We were very concerned. But
Did I go
you-
back? Yeah, I
You
went,
did. You
Mike.
Yeah,
went
you-
back and got the boots, and everything was fine.
Yeah, that would have been the part right there where it's like if you didn't go back for 10, 20 minutes, that's losing. You know, that's the difference between losing by 10 minutes and losing by half an hour or more.
But I went back right away, right?
Yeah, you
I
did.
thought I
You
just
did.
left and went back. I think I was thinking, let's go check 3. Then I thought, no, let's go check 2 first and then we'll do 3.
Yeah, it was good. It was a good decision to make it closer at the end, and it was anybody's race there. But it was a great race, guys. I hope you had fun despite the win or the loss. Gank, unfortunately, you're like me. We're both out, and
It's okay. We'll race each other and we'll commiserate together.
yeah, we'll have more fun than anyone else in this tournament. How about that?
Yeah,
I'll
you don't
probably
have to
be
play the
joining you
game.
guys tomorrow. So
Oh, there you go.
But like, honest
save a
though,
spot
like,
on the
look how
eliminated
many
coach.
great talents and great game players there's out there, So when I lose to somebody, I don't even feel bad because I feel like we're already
No.
to have found the community, it just shows a lot of commitment to the game, anyways. So
Oh, it's a great game.
it's just so much more fun. I mean, this randomizer is brilliant. Like I have a few maybe a list of 20 or 25 games that I go through. And like Zelda 2 is one of my favorites. Mario 3 is another one that I like. And a few years ago, I found there was a hack for Mario 3 that a guy called Darkseid made, and he just remapped everything, the whole game. You probably heard about it. Every
Yeah,
world is
yeah.
redone. Yeah, it's insane. Like when I played this, I almost cried. I'm like, oh my god, this is like the
So
game that
good.
I love. And it's different, so I get to replay it again. And I had installed it on my PlayStation Portable, and I was playing it like on the train. So finding a randomizer that generates a game that's different every time, for me, it's brilliant. It's like I've never seen that. I know there's a Zelda 1 randomizer, but I'm not a big Zelda 1 fan. I'm much more a Zelda 2 guy. Just the action, like Kaunis said, the action part is just so intense. It's so much better. And I don't know, for me, like an action game, a good
I mean, the best part about it is it's like an indie game roguelike that you play because it reminds you of a game you used to play, but it is the game you used to play that plays like an indie game roguelike.
It is
So it's
roguelike.
it's the best of both worlds, and it's congratulations.
Whose idea was it to put up A to restart? Because that's brilliant.
I think it was Dig Shakes. No, that's been in the game for ever. That's been in the game in the 80s as well. That's not a randomizer thing. That's
Was it in vanilla?
Yeah,
You could do that in
absolutely,
vanilla?
yeah.
No, I had no idea.
Yeah.
You didn't
I
start
had no
over in
idea.
the palace.
What a great...
Oh yeah, it doesn't start you over in the palace. It used to
No.
always start you off in the beginning spot. Yeah, except in the Great
like
Palace, I
Nintendo
think, right?
put the
Yeah.
seed in the game for it to become better. It's insane, Like
Yeah.
putting the reset feature.
Yeah,
It's like it really makes it roguelike. Yeah, and the first time, like the first times I was playing vanilla until now was trying not to die, and now it just changes the way you play it.
yeah. It's every time you just like let's do another one. Let's see where things go. Let's see how I do. Let's see what my time is, and it's very good. Countess, you play Dark Magician next in the second round of the bonus bracket. So Dark Magician 1184, but I think I don't know if he's 1184 on Twitch, but you guys will be able to hook up with each other, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Game by the round end. You have to have your match by the 23rd of October. But good luck to you there. Cool in the gang. Sorry it didn't work out
No
for you,
problem.
but you made it a great
Yeah,
race and
well,
entertaining.
I watched the end of your race, and so same to you. Like it's all good though. Maybe I can get some sleep finally.
Yeah, there you go. Now you can get some sleep. But Ben Glass, any last words for these guys?
No, I think they answered most of the questions I had. So
Yeah. Okay. Great.
good luck with the rest of the tournament, Countess, and
Thanks.
see the other two of you on the eliminated couch pretty soon, I'm sure.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll have a party. I'll make tacos.
Perfect.
Thanks a lot. And then guys in the chat, make sure you follow our runners for all the awesomeness that they've done. It's Cool in the Gang and TheCowness.
Yeah,
I
don't
think
forget to tip your waitresses.
tip your waitresses. Yeah, and thanks to Bent Glass Tube for helping me out. I'm AngryLarry. We have more races tomorrow, I believe. On the schedule, we have Link Sevens and Vonky are racing at 1 p.m. Eastern time, and Bent Glass Tube. Good luck to you tomorrow against
Thanks.
Undead Phil at 2 p.m. Eastern time. That Link Sevens Vonky matchup can be found on Digshake's channel, twitch.tv/Digshake, and Bent Glass Tube and Undead Phil is right here on my channel, twitch.tv/AngryLarry. So we hope to see you guys then on one or both, and let's have a good time, have some good races, and until then.
Cheers, guys. Thanks a lot, guys.
Yeah.
Band Class Tube and AngryLarry, and have a great weekend. All right.
All right, thank you,
Thanks.
and good game again. And Ben Glass Tube, thanks a lot for helping me out tonight.
Yeah, anytime.
And good luck tomorrow. I'll
Thank you. Can't help you out tomorrow. I gotta focus on the race, but
absolutely
I'll try and make an appearance again for some banter.
Well, we'll chat after the race. Hopefully, for you, it's on the positive end.
Yeah, hopefully.
Absolutely. But thanks a lot, man. And guys, I'm gonna sign off here, and we'll see you tomorrow.
All right,
Okay.
take it easy.
All right, take care, guys.
Take care. Bye.
All right. So there you have it. Those are good races, were they not? Were you not entertained? That was crazy. The way that race finished. Am I still on? I don't even know if I'm still on. I am still on. I didn't know if I muted the wrong thing. The way that race finished was insane. How far Cool in the Gang came back because of the low levels. And, just to himself have problems staying alive. But, so crazy. No problem at all, Dick Shake. I love to do this, man. I hope I do it well, but I love to do it. And, whenever you need somebody to restream it, you can always count on me. But that's about it. Oh, there's the link. That's what I should do, Dig Shake. I should link it every single time. But awesome race. So we'll see you guys tomorrow for more races, and I'm done. No GeoGuessr tonight. I need to get some sleep. It's 2 a.m. But thanks for hanging out, and we'll see you tomorrow.